Okay, let me hit some music here.
Yeah, I gotta play the theme song for the intro
Oh yeah.
for our
But
podcast.
ba da 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 na 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 na
Cauliflower.
So
And that's a wrap.
yeah, that's our safe word actually. So that means we have to be done. Unfortunately, that or it just means we can't ever play that theme song again. So
Mm,
you
it
know
was a good
that's
song.
that's a way we can dodge YouTube copyright is we just sing our theme song every time, and we'll never get blocked that way.
It'll be a different song every time too.
And it'll get progressively worse. I think that was probably the pinnacle of what it's going to be. So um cool. Well, let's recap what we had. I think only Ben and Jameson were the only people here from last session. So
Mm,
what
A
happened last
lot went
time?
a lot went wrong last time. Let's say that.
Don't we love? Isn't this such a great game? I love D&D.
Oh man. So last time we started out uh in this room with a skull that was like trying to electrocute the whole level we were on. Um, but
was
it told
trying
us
to
we were safe.
it was trying to kill everything on on the entire floor.
Uh-huh. And then he ended the electrocution and said, "Okay, go out and see if everyone's dead." So we went out, and people were very much alive. Goblins were very much alive. Uh, and Meinhard, who is the character who's not here this time, snuck into the goblin market and talked to Tech, who was a humanoid appearing goblin.
It's also very
And
important how he snuck in.
oh yeah, he was on a horse and had a genie, well, a tiny genie that I summoned, and and then he wanted to like negotiate something. Like he was warning them. Oh yeah, he was like, "There's a skull that's trying to kill all of you, but if you give me treasure, then I can protect you." Was that his angle?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Uh, anyway, they ended up all dying eventually somehow, and we got the treasure. I don't think we know how all of them died, but
I sort of, to be honest, with the parts that were happening to Ken, I was sort of checked out, staring at the wall, thinking about, you know, life and death and all the awful things that happened. So I don't have a
Mhm.
whole lot of insights on what happened with Ken's
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm glad to hear you guys are such good listeners for everybody. That's so nice for me to hear that. It's
I
Meanwhile,
I was ready to quit. I was like, I'm walking out of here. This is
yeah,
nuts.
for sure,
yeah.
absolutely.
Meanwhile, back in the other room where River and Sigmund were, uh, an assassin came out of nowhere and started stabbing Sigmund, and it was brutal. And he died like 4 times, and we kept him alive. Uh, but and the assassin was just like going at him. What was he saying? What was the assassin saying?
He's a part of, or what's it called, the Xanathar? Or the Xanathar is not pleased with what you're doing. And he tried to bargain with you. He told you that if you just let me die, then he would leave. He just wanted to kill me. I don't know why.
Mm. Anyway, then he got frustrated and because you weren't dying, and he
I wasn't
stormed.
staying dead.
Which was really rude if you think about it. If you would have just died, you would have, everything would have been avoided.
And as he was storming away, he slashed my mom, who I had just found, across the throat, and she died.
Brandon's face.
Oh no! Like we basically saw this coming, but I didn't think it was going to be the immediate next session.
Yeah. Me
and
neither.
then-
Me neither.
Yeah.
He tried to use the wish spell to bring her back.
Oh, yeah. And so I had a ring that my mom had given me that my dad had given my father, who was a genie, had given my mom, and I had one wish left on it, and I wished that Sigmond or my mom be brought back to life. And when I put on the ring, I was like teleported to a room with the genie with big puffy pant legs and all blue, and he's like, would you like? And then I was like, it's me, your son. And he's like, I don't know who you are. And then it's like, yeah, my mom and you had a thing. And then anyway, he finally, I remembered my mom.
I love other Brandon sitting here like, okay, all right, he's your dad. Okay, got it, check.
No, I'm with you
You're-
so far.
Other Brandon.
And so I was like, yeah, she's like dying in a pool of blood. Can you help her? And he was like, well, sorry, like it's, dealing with the soul is like, I might be able to help her, but she wouldn't be the same, or like it wouldn't actually be her. Basically, like he couldn't actually stop her from being dead. And so, then he was like, you can wish for something else, or for that still, or you can save your wish. And so I was like, I'll save the wish. But it's good seeing you, Pops. And then I left. And so then we put my mom's buddy on the horse and took the bucket up to the surface. And oh yeah, we brought a buttload of treasure from the goblins.
I killed
Oh.
what was his name? Harold?
Yeah.
Harold the Revenant. There was a dwarf who was a slave that Ken, I think he bought him, didn't he? He bought the slave.
He did, yeah.
And then when Harold saw the slave, it like triggered him. He had his episode and he went over and snapped the guy's neck, and then so Sigmond just hacked him to death, and he didn't put up any kind of a fight. So Harold's dead.
Again.
Oh. You guys get a lot done. in this game.
We're still going. And then we took the bucket up, and all the people in the pub at the surface like had bets on who would come back alive, and they were all pretty happy when Sigmund appeared. And then we rented a cottage to recover in, and a journalist, I think, appeared, Volo, and said he wants to write about us. And then we had the funeral for my mom on the river. We put her in a canoe and lit a little flame, a blue flame, and let the canoe go. And Sigmund was kind of stoic. I tried to hug him, and he just stood there. And then we went into the cottage.
Sounds good.
So this is the yawning portal that you guys are going down into. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not seeing a map. Is that
Yep,
expected?
That's intentional.
Okay.
Because I don't know where you guys are going to go, so
Mm.
we'll see what happens with what where you guys we'll see what you guys choose to do. So, well done. Good job on that recap. Very well done. So we find ourselves, I guess, Brandon, I can ask you, so everybody has returned to the surface. Do you think Handsome Dave returned as well, or did you stay in the dungeon?
I really want to win the bet that I made and
Yeah.
have 2 magic items. So I would not have left the dungeon.
Okay.
Handsome Dave is still in the dungeon.
Cool. I'm going to say that... actually, do you know where you would like to be in the dungeon?
It's tough because like I've been at every other session, but if we had found a relatively secluded place... Nope, that's not true. I'd be sneaking around. I'm gonna die probably.
You're going to be sticking around?
Yeah.
All right, we'll take care
Yeah,
of
I
it.
don't need I don't need a session on my own or whatever, but like I'd be exploring.
Oh, we'll
Maybe
take,
not engaging a
we'll
lot.
take care of that. We'll get there, but I will say you're going to be hanging out for a bit. So we'll
Nope,
get
excellent.
there.
Oh, I'm sure that Handsome Dave would find a nice, responsible, quiet hiding spot and just stay there for 6 days.
I mean, if you wanted to stay, like I was thinking, you could stay with like the goblins because you'd blend in. But
See, but I wouldn't be
Yep.
staying. I might like
Beautiful.
try to work in with the goblins, but then I would branch out to try to find more treasure and stuff.
Beautiful, love it. We'll get there. We'll do that.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So we find ourselves at the cottage where outside of the yawning portal that Durnan had said you could stay for the night and keep your stuff there for a bit. So it's decently late into the evening at this point. You've had the funeral, you've come back home to the cottage, and what is River doing as we kind of pan into the cottage, look inside? What is River doing right now?
River's sitting at a desk, just writing down his thoughts, like basically a letter to his mom about all his regrets and his feelings, and then he seals that up, and he's got a little blue flame candle on the desk, and I imagine it's nighttime after
Yeah.
the funeral. Right?
Yeah, it's like midnight
Mhm.
basically at this point.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He's like in his nightgown, and he figures he should probably check on Sigmund before he goes to bed. So he'll step out and like walk around the house and just go to Sigmund's room.
So as you stand up to go check on Sigmund, you hear, and my dog is totally gonna bark at this, get ready, but you hear on the front door, you hear, and as you step into the main room where the front door is, there's
I'm gonna go. Yeah, is there a peephole?
it's completely, there's actually nobody else is in. It doesn't look like anybody's answering the door. It's only you that's there, and you hear somebody on the other side of the door saying, Sigmund, I know you're in there, Sigmund.
Okay. I'm gonna answer the door.
So standing in front of you, you see it is a woman that looks to be like in her. She's a human. She's dressed in like what looks like blacksmith clothing. Give me a religion check. Eight. So you recognize that she is holding. She has like around her neck a symbol of some sort. It does appear to be like religious or worshiping in some nature, but you don't really know what it is. As you open the door, she looks at you and she goes, are you Sigmund?"
No, I'm his squire. I think that's my relationship.
Will you go get Sigmund for me? I need to tell him something.
Yeah, sure. Do you want to come in?
This is gonna be really quick. I'd actually prefer not to come in.
No, okay. I'll be right back. Okay, I'll check the front room. He's not there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check the other bedroom.
Yeah, so you go to open his door. I guess first I should ask, Sigmund, do you think that you had chosen like a room in the cottage when you had arrived?
Probably not.
Yeah, so River, you quickly check all the rooms and you don't see Sigmund anywhere. Let's cut really quickly to Sigmund. Sigmund, upon hearing the knocking at the front door and somebody yelling your name, you fled out the back door of the cottage and ran. What is Sigmund doing right now?
Running away.
Okay. Do you have anywhere you're trying to go?
Not at this time, no.
Okay.
Just trying to get away from the people I care about and put some distance between me and them and try and not be discovered by whatever's hunting me.
Very cool. Okay, so you disappear out the back door. You find yourself in kind of like some back alleyways of Waterdeep. The streets are pretty empty at this time. There's a couple of people that are like stumbling along and they're like singing together. They have like drinks in hand. They're like leaving out of the yawning portal. Are you heading as you actually pass like the front of the yawning portal? You look inside and give me a perception check.
Okay.
10. You see there is like a large crowd that appears to be gathered around something, and you see what appears to be two wings rising above the crowd, and to you they look almost like the wings of an angel, sort of like towering above this group of people all around. Do you want to go in, or do you think you're just staying outside of the tavern and like booking it away?
I definitely wouldn't go into the tavern.
Okay.
So
you go, Sigmund, you go, and you see this image and you see these like angelic wings, and you just keep going, just sort of what's going on, like is it like, are you like running, or is it like a walk?
probably more discreet, trying to blend into whatever crowd there may be, or look like just a normal street person. Maybe if I have like a blanket, I'll like toss it over my armor and stuff, and
You still have your helmet on?
Yes, of course I do. That's a stupid question.
Yeah, so you just whew, and you put this blanket over. Your bottom half though is clearly just like covered in armor, you know. And you walk, but you see like the two people like that are stumbling past. They like look at you briefly and they're like, "What's that? What's that old lady doing out in the street? Hey, old lady, you shouldn't be out so late. There's guys and stuff."
You just gonna ignore him and keep walking?
Awesome. We cut back to River. You find Sigmond is nowhere to be found. In there.
Okay. I will go back to the front door and be like, he was here like 20 minutes ago. He was here.
Well, where
But
did?
he's not.
Okay. Where did he go? Is he close?
I mean, he can't have gone far. How did you know he was here?
Oh man, I really didn't want to get into this. Okay. Will you tell you what? If we're gonna do this, I'd much rather be not sober for this conversation. Can we go back and get a drink at the tavern?
Yeah. Fine by me. I'll step out the door and yeah.
So you make your way
Right
through.
over.
You make your way through the streets. You go back to the yawning portal. You see that same crowd is gathered there, and you see these like angelic wings. And you hear somebody is like, "Oh, I've never seen one of these before. I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch it." And you hear somebody else is like, "You don't touch them. If you touch them, they claw your face off." And you kind of like work your way past, and you see the crowd kind of like separates, and you get a glimpse through it. Brandon, will you describe what your character looks like to us?
Sure. Actually, I have a picture. I'll put it in Discord.
That's like worth 1,000 words.
I know. So I'll just wait for how long it would say, or, take to say 1,000 words. Anyway, so this is an Aarakocra with big blue and green wings and a green head, and he is wearing kind of traveler's clothes. And he's got a rapier and a little quiver of arrows in his waist. And basically, he's kind of just trying to do crowd management at this point.
So
and,
you see
but
like
he's pretty lighthearted about it. He's pretty used to this level of attention everywhere he goes.
You see like there's like this halfling guy that it like comes up and he like reaches up to touch one of your wings, and you see his friend is like, "No, you don't touch him. They'll claw your eyes out."
It's like, it's all right. It's all right, ground walker. Feel free. Feel free. Now, as I was saying, what happened to those folks who were having that party earlier? Does anyone know them?
You mean? He's like, "Oh, it's like I thought they'd be all scratchy, but they're like velvet. They are. Oh my goodness."
Yeah. Well, yes, I take very good care of my feathers, of course.
Can I rub my face in them?
No, thank you.
I'm just gonna do a little bit of little bit of rubbing.
No, thank you.
My face.
Oh, nope. Sorry.
That's nice. That's nice.
And he just kind of he doesn't want to push him away, but he's a very spry and pretty good at evading people, so he'll try to do a little twisty, hovery flip and
Yeah.
end up in a different part of the crowd.
So are you trying to just like avoid this, or are you trying to kind of make like a show?
Well, I was hoping to get information, because I had heard that there were folks, who were, experienced in the hole,
Yeah.
and I had seen them
Yeah.
earlier.
So as you're trying to like avoid this all these people like touching you, and you're trying to get you're saying stuff and they're all just kind of like astounded by your presence, like, and now once you said like that they can touch, like a bunch of people come up and just like start touching your wings.
Okay, well, I'll try again later. Bye.
So give me just a a dexterity check.
Okay.
Nice.
20.
Nice. So you so you're easily able to get out of the grasp of all these people. What does it look like as you like get out of the reach of all their grasping hands?
It's pretty acrobatic and swift. There's twisting, a little bit of hover action with the wings, do a little flip. Pretty skilled. He's a pretty lithe little guy.
Yeah, so like those, I imagine it's like those like, what were they? They were like those toys that people had. They were like fairies that like you'd wind them up and shoot them off, and they'd like spin around and fly like helicopters up into the air. So I imagine it's like, whew, you do like a quick little turn and you're up, and your wings like they come into your body to get that twist, and then they spread out over the crowd. And River, you see this, and it looks like just the lights, like there's like some candles that are all lit around the room, and like all of them just like poof, and go out as like the air is pushed, and you just feel this like these gusts of wind just hitting you in the face as this creature just like hovers over you, like that thing we saw, like that bird that like hovers in the air. Yeah, it's just hovering over, looking over everybody.
I'm gonna remember that. I can now put out a whole room of candles.
You probably can.
You have huge wings.
You just got to roll that 20 over and over.
I'm gonna light my flame in my hand and be like, "Oi, Birdman! Have you seen a knight?"
Okay, so I will swoop up to River and land lightly in front of him. Say, "Hey, you're one of them, aren't you? I knew you'd show up sooner or later."
One of whom?
Well, you're one of those adventurers who braved the underground.
Yes. It's a dangerous place down there, but yes, I just came up earlier today.
Yeah, I saw you had that. What do you call it? The party with the dead one.
Yeah, that was my mom actually. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's nice.
No longer with us.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is, and then he says a series of whistles and clicks that I cannot do. And he says, but folk around here have a hard time pronouncing that. So they like to call me all kinds of different things, but my favorite is Key. So you can call me Key Nai.
Kenai. Oh, okay. Well, pleasure to meet you, Kenai. Oh, like you have a keen eye.
What?
It's like a play on. Okay, never mind.
You see Minda's like, that's gotta be offensive, right? Like that can't be good.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, my friend and I here.
Oh, we're not friends. We're not
Oh.
friends.
Well, my new acquaintance and I here. We're just gonna stop for a drink. How about we all find a table?
I'd be delighted.
So you're able to find a table within the tavern. You see, there's kind of actually both of you give me an insight check.
Let's see if this works. Wow.
Nice, good rolls. So both of you notice there's kind of like as you walk your way through to a table, there's some people that just seem like they are amazed by like this sight of like this. Actually, Ben, describe what River looks like also.
Right. So River is a human, late teens, and blue skin, very blue skin, and he's got like a staff and kind of like a cloak with some patches, and yeah, that's what he looks like.
So you see that there's a bunch of people that appear to be in like awe of this blue-skinned person and this bird person just like walking through and the tavern isn't as crowded as it usually is. It's a little less because it's so late at night. But you also see there's also some people that have like this look of, it's like a mixture of like fear and like you see some people like move away from where you are just because they're afraid and they're kind of like mistrusting of like, oh, these guys are like really, they've never seen something like this before and they don't know what to do, so they just like move away. So you see it kind of draws like a split reaction, but most people seem very amazed and impressed by this. And you're able to find a table relatively easy. You see that the woman that has come with you, she says, well, I really would prefer to tell this to Sigmond, but I have a message from Hallister, and I just was told that I need to pass the message along to him. So will you pass the message from me onto him? And I think that will work.
Absolutely. I am his trusted squire.
Okay, so you promise you'll pass it along to him, right?
Promise. With pinky swear type of, like, yes, I do promise.
Do your pinky, like, nothing's gonna happen if I touch you with my pinky, right? Like,
You're not gonna turn blue, don't worry.
no, and I would love that actually. Like, I would love to turn blue. That would be super cool.
Okay.
Just hitting on you.
I was actually hoping that something would happen, but okay, sure, pinky swear.
Mm-hmm.
So she says, okay, and she you pinky swear. Says, okay,
Pinky swear.
and she pulls out like this notebook that she has,
Mm-hmm.
and she opens it up and she says, okay, I need you to tell Sigmond. Sigmund needs to find the winged thief, and I'm sorry, again, not my words, okay? These aren't my words, but you need to tell Sigmund also that his god is a total wuss. So, just that's what you need to pass on, okay?
Uh, and this is from Hallister.
Yeah, Halster essentially told me to tell Sigmund these things, and I figure my job's done at this point. So I need to go back down and find Rex down below because I'm sure he's getting into all sorts of trouble.
Okay, find the winged thief, and your god is a wuss. I don't think he's gonna like that part.
I don't know. Maybe he hates his god. How do you know? Like, who is his god?
Well, I mean, he was kind of quiet about it, but
So you're his squire and you don't know who he worships.
oh, I mean, I know that he's very the god that he worships is very important to him, and he gave him a cool sword, a really cool sword.
Yeah.
Awesome sword.
I thought my party had problems, but you guys are in wow.
Well, I mean, like, I know also that he would sometimes go unconscious and talk to his god.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I've done my part. I need to go back down the well now.
Hmm.
So,
Okay. What was your name?
Midna.
Midna?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Good to meet
hope
you, Midna.
I hope we honestly never meet again. This has not been my most favorite experience. And don't go back down the dungeon. Just don't do it, okay? So stay up here. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds good.
So, when everyone sat down, he hasn't really been paying attention. He just sat by the window, opened it as much as he possibly could, and then just has been furiously preening his feathers to try to clean off all of the touching. But when she mentioned going back down the well, that got his attention.
Hmm.
So he'll ask, "Hey, whoa, are you from? Have you gone down in the?" And kind of points his head towards the portal.
Yeah, I mean that's like that's why we're here, I guess. I mean, people come either to look at people that go down into the dungeon or go down themselves. Yeah, I guess you could say I've gone down. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
What's it like?
Oh, it's big. Like, I don't know where the end is. And we've been down there for I don't even know how long, but it feels like weeks. And I don't know when we're going to get to the end.
Oh, that's reassuring. I was afraid it would be like really cramped down.
Oh, no. Oh, you want to fly down there? No, that's going to be hard to do.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a rule actually. This is a cool thing. Copper, one of my other party members, he got captured. But he was really good at like getting the lay of the land. So if you ever the height of every room is exactly as wide as the room is. So if you can judge the width of the room, you'll know how tall the room is also.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah.
Is that common for underground places?
If I don't know. I don't live. Do you think I live underground? Like I just go down there.
Mhm.
Oh. Yeah, no. No. Not common, I'd say.
Okay. Wow.
Well,
Ugh.
well, this has been not a pleasure, I'd say.
I'm I'm sorry, Bitnut. I'm not very good with uh, members of the other gender.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you're good with really people at all. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I don't know. I think we need to find Copper, and Rex is probably getting into trouble at some sort. So I'm gonna go.
Who's Rex?
Another party member, but bye. And she like just jumps on the bucket and gets lowered down like immediately.
Oh man, women. Um, I'll turn to Key. Uh,
Sorry,
so
I've had problems with women since my mom died.
yeah, that's exactly what I say. Oh man. What interests you in the well?
Well, I don't know if this is a good time to get into it, but there might be something very valuable down there. So valuable it might be worth going underground for. So,
No, underground's not so bad.
really?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they say that there are underground rivers that flow deep down there. Doesn't that sound magnificent?
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
I'd come with you, but my allegiance is pledged to Sigmund. He's somehow disappeared. Need to go
Okay,
find him.
well, I can help you find Sigmund if you
Hmm.
think you might go down again and maybe we could go together.
Maybe. I think that sounds like a good arrangement, actually. They say, I mean, people keep telling me not to go down there, but I feel like I still feel called to it for a few reasons. I feel like the only thing left for me in this world is, well, my dad. He's down there, I think, somewhere. And also that assassin who I have some reckoning to deliver. So I'll go with you. But first, let's find Sigmund. And I am going to cast Locate Object
Oh. Okay.
on Sigmund's sword.
Oh. Okay. Cool. How does locate object work?
Describe or name an object that is familiar to you, Sigmund's Sunblade.
Yeah.
You sense the direction to the object's location as long as that object is within 1,000 feet.
Oh, 1,000 feet, eh?
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay. Cool. We will get to that. Let's cut really quickly to... Let's cut to the dungeon. So, as you cast the spell, we'll resolve that shortly. But we wind our way, we follow, we pass through the well, down the dark shaft of the well. We zoom around and we find ourselves back on the second floor of the dungeon with our wonderful goblin friend.
Did
Hence-
Brandon just leave Discord?
Oh, no, I think he's still
it's
here.
back.
With our wonderful little goblin friend, Handsome Dave.
Okay, I'm here. Sorry.
Welcome.
Excellent. So, you should be able to put your token down, from your character sheet. I don't know if you're.
Yep.
I don't know if you're down on here. So essentially, what had happened for you is you had seen people take a bunch of treasure, and had gone up. Essentially, had taken the body of River's mom, and they had gone back up to the surface. How is it that? I mean, they were very distracted, so you were able to not be seen essentially by people going back up. So, what is it that you're essentially doing right now down here?
I would just go somewhere we had not been before. So I'm sneaking around looking for something new, different.
Excellent, very cool. Okay, so a couple places. Just if you look at the map really quick, the places you had been this is where the skull was. Let's see if I can ping you there. There you go. That's where the skull was.
Actually, what happened there is I think that I didn't go in the room and everyone else did, and that's where we ended the session.
But you had seen the skull in there at least.
Yeah.
So it's that direction. This is the market where all the goblins are, and you had seen them all. They're all dead on the ground. Had you followed the party back to the beginning, or had you just stayed on this level entirely?
I think I would have gone up to first floor and then gone away. We hadn't gone yet.
Excellent. So as you descend back down to the second floor, or are you going to look on the first floor, or are you going to look on the second floor?
The floor that is where the where the well is.
Okay, so we'll go back to level 1 then. Excellent. Let me see if I can find. Okay, so the stairs down to the second floor are at the
Here?
bottom of the screen. Yeah, that's them. So yeah, so you just to kind of yeah, so I guess which way you kind of make your way out into the room where the race had been, where the goblins had were all holding the rat race and everything like that. So that was happening down there.
I followed the group throughout this part, probably.
Okay, so you made it back to the opening of the well.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Perfect, yeah. Oh, whoops. I accidentally moved your person on it. I didn't even mean to. I just scrolled over.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, so you find yourself at the opening of the well. You see, as you kind of make it back that way. Oh yeah, there it is. Number 1. So, while you're there, and while you were helping load up some treasure and stuff like that, give me a quick perception check, actually. $16. Okay. As you're sitting there, you just load all this stuff. You're kind of getting all ready. You hear there are footsteps coming from the hallway to the south, and it sounds like there are 2 pairs of footsteps coming, and they're speaking, and what they're speaking in is Goblin. You can't quite hear what they're saying, but you do recognize some words as being goblin, and they're coming towards you. It's getting louder as you're standing there.
I want to hide like right by the corner so that I can try to pick up some words, and then maybe ambush them if I feel the need to do so.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
All right. 14.
14. Okay, I got to roll for that. Okay, so as they're getting closer and closer, you hear you start to pick up some words, and you hear one of them is saying like, I really think that people are gonna love these scarves. Like, I spent so much time on them. I think they're gonna just be wonderful and great. And I think so many people are gonna want to come down and live with us down here. Once they see these scarves, you know. And the other guy's like, oh, I don't see how they couldn't. It's just the craftsmanship is impeccable on these things, and frankly, I think our doctrine is so sound that people will not be able to turn away from the truth of this. And they walk into the room, and you see it's two goblins, and one of them's wearing a like a purple scarf, and it has like some like, it looks like somebody just took a dagger and like made like frills on the end of it. So it's like super shoddy. And then the other one is wearing just like a red scarf around their necks. And they come into the room and walk in there. What is Handsome Dave doing?
I think he's just gonna like nod to them, like, "Hey, what's up?"
They go, oh, jeez, oh my gosh, huh. Oh, oh, whoa, oh, tell us, we are, I don't know.
Oh no, sorry. Oh, what? I'm not interested. I'm sorry.
No, you haven't heard. You're not wearing a scarf. We have so many, and you see like he starts pulling out like scarves. It's like, oh, we made these. We have so. You're a goblin. You love scarves, right?
No, not all goblins love scarves.
Oh, I beg to differ. I believe you just don't know what these scarves represent.
Dude, I was there. I know what they represent. I'm just not a part of the scarf wearing goblin group.
You were there?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you have met the Sigmond himself?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
What was he like? Was he as radiant as they say he was? Oh my goodness! Tell me everything about him.
He was, absolutely. He was just the kindest, most generous person, and I think he was God. But I've got bad news for you. Sigmund's dead.
What? Sigmund is dead. I could tell you were smart. I didn't know you were funny as well. You can't kill the Sigmund.
Oh, really? Like he renounced everything and then died. Absolutely.
Give me a deception check.
I'm such a dick. 2.
Oh,
You see, they just fall on the floor laughing, and they go, he died and renounced his god. You can't renounce yourself. Okay, we know that.
Yeah. Okay. Have fun. Are you distributing scarves up there?
Oh. Yeah, I mean, everybody needs to hear about the news of Sigmund, so we're gonna spread it to everybody.
Okay, newsflash for you though. People aren't big fans of goblins, so you might just get murdered on the spot.
But you are a goblin.
Yeah, I could have been murdered on the spot.
Wait, you were
Oh,
you?
I'm sure you've got God with you. Like you're good. I feel your energy, and you'll be totally fine.
Yes. Yes.
Go.
Here,
Yeah.
take a scarf, please. You're not wearing one right now. Please.
Absolutely, yes. I will take the scarf.
You see, he's like, oh, which one? This is I feel honored. I don't even know. Choose. Will you choose one? I think that would
Yes.
be best.
Yes, yep. I grabbed the closest one.
It's like this mangy scarf. It's like the worst of them. All of them are like decent, and this one's the worst. And they go, oh, so humble. Oh my goodness. Truly a follower of Sigmond.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Yep. All right.
Well, please spread the word as you continue on in your venture.
Peace be with you.
And you see they like are looking up and they're like, oh, how do we get up here?
Hey. We'll do it.
So are you heading down away from them?
Yeah, I'm heading away.
Okay, excellent. So the place where you would come to that you would, yeah, that's kind of like so to the left, you've been down that way. Give me another quick perception check. 9. Okay. You notice that there are some voices coming from the west, so straight ahead of you. And they also appear to be like, you actually can't make out the language, but you do hear voices coming from that direction. To the left, you've been down that direction, and to the right, let me 1 second. You hear like some skittering, like legs on stone. So like something hard rubbing, like moving along stone.
Okay, I think I was just barely like annoyed of talking to people, so I was like, cool, leg skittering, and I'll go that way.
Excellent. Okay. You go to the right. You see there's a T up above, direction that goes to the left or right. Before that, there is a door on the right-hand side that is closed as well.
Try the door.
Okay, the door unlocks and opens up into a room. Within the room, you see there is an armor stand in the middle of it that's wooden, made of wood, and you see there is a faintly glowing longsword stabbed into the stand. So it's not like held up by it, it's just been like stabbed into it.
It's glowing in like a way that I would find to be magical.
Yeah. If you wanted, I mean, it definitely looks magical, like it's a glowing sword. If you wanted to find out, if you know any more, you could do an Arcana check.
No questions asked. I know exactly what I'm looking at. I'm gonna try to pull the sword out.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. You go up to it and you grasp the sword and you're easily able to pull it out of the wooden thing. It's not even a problem. It comes out and it's in your hand. You see it still glows like a pale sort of like red light as it comes into your hand. And yeah, you have this longsword in hand now.
One down, one to go. So and to just keep moving on.
Okay. You come up, yeah, so to the left, to the right. I'm just gonna use your earlier perception check real quick. You see, as you look down the hallway to the left, you see something. It goes further down, and it looks like it hooks around to the right. You see something skitters and goes into the, like, curves around to the right, and it looks like a little creature, like, skitters along and goes into the room on the right.
Okay, I'm gonna like break out into a run, pull out both my rapiers, and run that way.
Awesome. You see, you're presented with a room that opens up, and let me tell you what you see. You see within this room, there was something that, like, skittered along, and it was like a relatively larger, like, spider. Not like a large, big, giant spider, but large enough that it looked like a rat, like a big rat, but it was a spider. It skitters along, and as you run, you sprint, your new longsword in hand, you turn the corner, you see this spider, like, just begins to walk into the room, and you see a tentacle goes, phew, and reaches out and snatches the spider, and the spider goes, yeah, and just disappears from view. And this room itself, there's, like, pillars in it, and one of the tentacles looks like it came from the pillar and just disappeared after it, like, snatched the spider off the ground.
Do I see anything besides pillars and what I thought was a tentacle coming out of one of them?
Yeah,
in
give
this
me a
room?
perception check.
13?
13. Yeah, so you see behind one of the pillars, actually, I gotta roll on this. 13's not great. Okay, yeah, you see behind one of the pillars, there appears to be the one that, like, grabbed the spider. There appears to be some more tentacles that are, like, billowing outside of the pillar. Like, they're, like, every now and again, like, a tentacle, like, comes out. So it looks like something is, like, behind the pillar out of your view, and there are tentacles in the air, not touching the ground, and just kind of floating behind and, like, swaying back and forth.
Okay. Not seeing an obvious treasure chest, I will turn around.
Okay, with that, we're going to cut back to River and Key. So, River, you have just cast Locate Object. Here's what I'm going to say. Sigmond is definitely outside of the 1,000 foot range. Because, like, how far is a mile?
5,000.
5,000. Okay. So, yeah, so you cast the spell, and it doesn't ping or anything like that. Let's actually cut back to Sigmond really quick. So, Sigmond, as you're making your way through, you're kind of wandering the streets of Waterdeep. Are you looking to, like, exit the city or go to a specific place within the city that you could hide out? What is it that you're essentially, like, moving from? Or are you just wandering aimlessly?
I don't imagine from Waterdeep, so yeah, I am kind of wandering, maybe looking for, like, a temple or, like, a different inn or a tavern or something that's kind of off the beaten path.
Yeah.
That they don't know me or...
Okay, awesome. Give me an investigation check. Oh, 5. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. 5 is pretty low.
Yeah, he's not very good at that.
Yeah. Here's what we're gonna do. So you're wandering throughout the streets, and I guess what is it that Sigmund's, like, thinking about as he's wandering throughout the streets?
That he needs to find somewhere else to be, that he needs to find a different life or something.
So you kind of wander, and you're not sure how far you've gone or where you are in the city. The city streets are all so like every house looks the same at certain points in time. You swear you've passed the same building like 3 times before. And as you're walking around and you're kind of looking around, you feel yourself hit somebody, and you like slam into someone, and you see like you go like you get knocked back a bit, and this person just like falls to the ground. And as you look down, you recognize the person down below is one of the town guards the town guard that you met in the dungeon that you had saved.
The jerk?
Yeah, Tim.
Oh, great.
Yeah, he looks up at you and he goes, "Hey, what's your deal? What's your deal, old woman? You just going out running into people at night? What's going on?" You see he's like with somebody else. His partner's like, whoa, cool it, Tim. Like, come on, man. You're literally yelling at an old lady right now. Although,
What? Oh, go ahead.
And he like turns and looks at you and he's like, why? Sorry, miss, for my partner. Why, what are you doing out so late?
I'm trying to find somewhere safe to be.
This, give me a deception check. Yeah, just do a deception check. That's fine.
I'm actually pretty good at that.
Oh.
Weirdly.
Whoa! Nat 20. You see Tim, the guy that was the jerk, is like, "Dude, she scuffed up my brand new armor. I get captured, I get new armor, and I got scuffs on it now. It's go time. It's go time." And you see the partner's like, "Tim, you need to take a walk. You need to take a break right now. Remove yourself from this situation right now." And your voice comes out and you're like, "I'm just looking for," and Tim's like, you see like he has this look of rage, and then he's like, you see this like look of recognition that he's like yelling at this old woman. He's just like, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna take a walk, but it's not because of you. I'm doing this because I want to. This is my choice. And he walks away, and you see the other guard's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry about that, ma'am. Is there anywhere I can help you find? I'll gladly escort you because of my partner's horrible behavior."
Are there any tempers to? It's hard to do Sigmond doing an old lady voice. Are there any temples around of benign, good-natured gods?
Oh wow!
Or a temple to Arterius?
Is your throat okay? Do you need like a lozenge or something? I got some. If you need some.
No, I'm quite ill. There's something going around.
Oh.
Going around.
Does it make your voice like constantly go up and down in pitch?
Yes. It's a new illness.
Oh, what's it called?
I was cursed by a witch, a crone.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Okay. Yeah. No. Who was that temple to again? You said.
Arterius, I believe. I don't know. I only met her once.
You met like somebody that has a temple to them?
It's a long story.
Oh, wow. I've heard of that happening, but I never thought I'd meet somebody like that. Yeah. What are you doing here in Waterdeep? Were you just looking for this temple?
Listen, friend, I've had a long night. I'm just trying to find somewhere to rest my feet.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know where you're from. There's no temple to Arterius at all. I don't know if I've heard of that god, but it could be something. I could take you to. We have a temple of Lathander. That's the closest one that we have here.
That'll have to do.
Okay. I'll happily escort you there. You see as the guard like begins to walk and like is like, do you need to take my arm? Does this make you like frail and feeble too? Like, I have a really strong right arm.
No, I think I'll be all right.
Okay, yeah, I'll take you right there. As you begin to walk, give me a wisdom check. Let's see. Which one is wisdom based? Perception or investigation?
Perception.
Perception. Give me a perception check at disadvantage real quick.
That's pretty
That's pretty bad. Yeah, it's not gonna matter. Okay, so you begin to walk back with this guard. River, as you're standing there, you get a ping. As you're searching for that sword, you get a ping starts to enter your mind, and that the sword like comes on your radar.
No, I have this feeling that Sigmund might be that direction. We should go.
Well, let's go.
Okay. We're gonna be walking pretty quick.
So Sigmund, as you're walking, and River and Key as you're walking, let's have all of you make a quick. Let's have all of you make quick perception checks.
Yeah.
Me too?
If he points
if you
me
want.
in a direction, I would probably just hop into the air and fly exactly in the direction he pointed.
Oh, cool. So you take off and you just... Are you like above the buildings flying, or like just like at the, like a lower level?
Yeah, I would just go as straight as possible, so as high as I gotta get to do that.
Oh, very cool. Do you have dark vision as an Aarakocra?
Yes, I actually spent all of my worldly wealth on acquiring night vision goggles because I'm so terrified of going underground.
Fair.
So if it's getting dark outside, then he'll grab them out of his bag, and it's like they weren't really designed for a bird head, so it's like kind of awkward and looks pretty lame. But
Bird head.
Yeah. So you, River, you notice. I mean, Key, you see in the direction that they pointed. You see two people like walking. You see one of them's a town guard, and the other one has like a shawl wrapped around them. But River, as you head off in that direction, you recognize Sigmund's boots and lower half, and he's walking with a town guard toward in your general direction.
Okay. Well, clearly he's trying to hide. I might just kind of actually just stand back, like away out of sight, and then follow him.
Excellent. Give me a quick stealth roll. Nice. And Key, you see there aren't many people on the street right now, so you do. The only people that were in the direction that River pointed are this guard and this person wearing this covering over their head.
Okay, so I will land right behind River and say, "Oh, that must be him helping that old lady. Well, what are we waiting for?"
Oh, it's no old lady. That's
That's
the one
no
with-
moon.
the one with the blanket. That's Sigmund. I think he's hiding from something. It's past. Well, oh, I know. He's hiding from the assassin.
From what?
The assassin.
Oh, very clever. He's a wily one, isn't he?
River's first thought is, "Oh, he's hiding. What do I do when I want to hide from my past? Blanket over the head."
Oh man. Let's just follow him and see where he's gonna go. Let's be sneaky. Are you sneaky? Okay.
Yeah, give
He
me
just nods silently.
give me a stealth roll on this. Yeah, that looks about right.
Oh, nice. Wow.
So, Sigmund, you're led by this guard, and you're led in front of a building. It's a pretty it looks kind of like Notre Dame on the outside. Like, it's a very extravagant looking church. It has like stained glass. It has spires. It has and you see, like, coming out of the stained glass is even though the glass is like stained all bunch of different colors, radiating out of it is this golden light all around the edge of it. It's like a beacon in the night that sort of overlooks everything. And the doors are shut at this current point in time. But as the guard walks you up, he says, "Well, this is the temple to Lathander. They're open all the time, so you're welcome to go in. Just pray and things like that. That's what people do. I'm so sorry about my partner. I'll have somebody talk to him."
His name's Tim, right? That's the guy's name?
Yeah.
Tim, I've never met such an insufferable jerk.
Yeah, with his friends, they gave themselves a name, and their name is, I don't even want to say it. They call themselves the Boss Sauce. So that's what they call themselves. Just, I don't know. They give a bunch of the guys a really hard time, and I don't know why. I don't know why the captain keeps them around. They're good at their job, but they're horrible people.
Should have hacked him to death too.
What was that? Huh?
Nothing.
Well, I'll leave you to it. Good luck, and I'm sure they have a place for you to stay if you're from out of town. I'm sure they'll let you do that.
Thank you. You seem like an uncommonly noble man, and I'll give him a hearty, heavy-handed pat on the back.
Oh my gosh! Have a good. And he like walks away and just.
Yeah, I'll go inside and probably just sit on a bench or something, a pew somewhere.
Awesome. Okay, let's do a quick cut back to Handsome Dave. So, we go back down the dungeon. Handsome Dave is running the opposite direction at this point in time. So, you see the hallway splits into two. You do see on the left-hand side there's a door that is closed as well. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. Yeah, you see the door's closed. You see on the outside of the door, there's something carved into the door, and it's what looks like to be like, imagine, it looks like there's a mouth drawn on it, and it's horribly drawn. And then there are two fangs that come down out of the mouth like this on either side.
That's just drawn on the door, or that's like
It's
coming out of the door?
It looks like it's been carved into it with some, like, it looks like somebody did it on an Etch-a-Sketch. Like, that's what it looks like.
Okay. And is there any like handle or anything normal? Open the door?
Yeah, it actually looks like all the other dungeon doors, except just carved into it as that mouth with two fangs.
Okay, so I go to open this door, but before I do, I have the realization that I have a second magic item already with one of the sending stones. So I have achieved my bet, and I would like to run back to the well to try to go up.
Excellent.
To claim my winnings.
Okay. So you run back to the well, and right as you get to the opening, you see coming, like, standing at the bottom, like, kind of brushing herself off, is a woman that is the woman I described before, like, dressed in, like, sort of like what looks like smithing stuff with, like, an apron on, but is wearing, like, a holy symbol around her neck also. And she goes, she looks at you and she goes, "Ah! Goblin!
Friendly!
Goblin!
I know! I'm a friendly goblin. I promise I'm a friendly goblin.
Prove it! Prove it right now! Prove it, or you die!"
I'm not killing you, and I won't kill you. Seems pretty friendly.
Make a persuasion check.
Yes. Persuasion check? I'm so not persuasive. Yeah!
She looks at you and she goes, you see she, like, puts her hand on her head and she's like, "Oh no. Are you with those two other guys that had the scarves on?"
She sees that, like, I have a scarf on
Yeah.
at the time. And I'm like, no, I'm not with it. Well, I look at the scarf. It might look like,
It looks like it. It looks like
does
it.
look like it. They were trying to sell me on a scarf, and I just took one. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, they gave me one too, and she, like, holds up like a white scarf, and she's like, "I actually didn't even want it, and they just put it around me. I said no. I was like, I already have a god," and they were like, "Trust us, our god is better," and they gave me a scarf. So what's that all about? What is that? What?
It's nothing much, really. It's just some other holy man basically started a religion down here and created an enormous following of goblins. Just by one conversation.
Are you, what?
Religion, am I right?
Oh, gee, don't I know it? But what? Okay. Yeah.
That's about it. They just kind of set up some commandments or tenets of faith, and people blindly follow. So that's it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. have you seen a you seen like a dwarf? I don't know. His name's Copper. Or have you seen a guy that I wouldn't say he's religious, but zealous might be the word, named Rex? He calls himself Rex the Hammer.
Oh, those sound like two characters.
Okay, well, I gotta find them. I'm sure they're dead without me at this point. I don't know what they were thinking. They wanted to stay in the dungeon on their own and get treasure and magic items all alone. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, right?
Yeah, idiots. Yep.
What dummies. So, whatever. I'm sure they're dead. I'll have to go like revive them or something like that. So, yeah.
Good luck not dying too. Do you have any magic items on you, by the way?
What? Why?
Just make sure you're well protected down here.
Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. And you see her hand goes to like a mace that she has on the side of her hip. She's like, "Yeah, I'm okay."
Mental note to if I find her body later.
Yep.
If you find her body later.
She fell onto my sword. I don't know how it happened.
Yep.
She goes,
Well,
"Well,
Luck.
yep, don't come back down here, please. Thank you."
You know anything about like all the mysteries and all the crap that's down here? Some dude, Alistair, and he's just messing with people, just giving all sorts of weird puzzles. And you know anything about that?
Oh, you're not from down here then.
Oh no, I'm from a very different cave.
Where are you from?
It's north of Waterdeep. I lived there for a while, then I went sailing for most of my life, and now I'm stuck in another cave. But that's it.
You're a sailor and you're now a dungeoneer. How does that happen?
Saving up. I want to be a sailor again.
Huh. Well, I'll tell you this much. You're going to have a tough time because me and the fine fellows are going to we're probably going to get all the treasure first. So I wouldn't come back down. We'll probably get it all before you. So
Oh, I really hope you find all the treasure first. That way, when I find wherever your bodies are, I can just get the treasure off you.
you see she like laughs. She's like, oh, I like you. Yeah.
I don't understand why.
Yeah, well, you met those other goblins, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, they're dumb. So
Most are.
yeah, it's nice. I think. Hey, I don't know. I don't know if you're interested, but the fine fellows just had an opening. You interested in joining up? Do you have somebody you're with?
I have a group. But I'm follow the money.
Well, we split things even Steven. So anything, however, we do have a weird rule. If you find a magic item, you keep it. So like whoever finds the magic items, they keep them. But for treasure, we split it 4 ways.
All right. I have to meet the rest of the group. I know what a crew looks like and feels like, and I do have an okay group. A little bit of an odd group, but got to get a good vibe from everybody.
Okay. Well, we also have a rule that if anybody dies, then we split their stuff even too. None of this like honoring the dead or whatever. They're dead. They don't need their stuff.
I don't want it even.
Yeah. What are they going to do with it?
I'm with you.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you're ever interested and you come back down, just
The fine fellas? Is that what it was?
Yeah, the fine fellows. I didn't come up with the name.
Oh, that's fine. It's a fine name.
I mean, I'm not a fellow, I would say. Like, it's kind of sexist. It feels a little sexist to me.
It's fellow, not fella, I guess. It's like my fellow friends. Like
No, it's actually
Uh?
fellows, but they spell it with an AUS. So they thought it was classy to say fellows. FELLAUS, fellows. So
I'll change the name.
I don't think Rex would like that.
I'll vote with you.
I think you should come along with me. I really do.
Hope I run into you later. On here.
All right.
I gotta go up and tell people that I want to bet. Then I'll be back down with my group, and if we run into each other, I'll make sure that we stay friendly.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like that. All right. Take care. And she walks off.
Or
And
maybe we turn on my group and steal all their stuff.
Oh, I like you. I like you.
Your name was
Midna.
Midna. Wonderful to meet you, handsome Dave.
Good to meet you, handsome Dave. Good luck.
As well.
She wanders off down the dungeon. You're able to go back up, get lifted back to the surface. As you're raised up and you get into the opening, you hear like a groan goes out throughout the tavern, and they're like, "Oh, there's 3 of them!" And you look and you see the 2 goblins are like standing on chairs and being like, "And thus Sigmond said that thou shalt wear scarves, and if you wear a scarf, you'll get good stuff." What did he say? And the other one's like, "I don't." And she said, "You'll get money. You'll get money if you wear scarves." And like people are just like moving further and further away from where they're talking.
As an agent of chaos, I'm going to now kind of join in with them and be like, I was wearing a scarf and I got all this, and like shake my bag of money I've found and hold up this like sword that looks magical.
Oh, give me a performance check.
$15?
15. You see most everyone in the room just like looks at you and they're all like, "No, now we're surrounded by this." Like we're getting surround sound proselyting. Like, oh my gosh. You do see though, there is you see there's one person that stands, or one individual that stands out to you, and they turn, like everybody starts like moving away from you essentially, but you see one guy, or one, whatever they are, they're wearing like a cloak and hood, and they don't turn away. They're in like one of the corners of the room, and they like have their eyes locked on you, or appear to be like looking at you and not trying to escape your preaching, essentially.
Okay. So listen to all of their words and take their scarves, treat them well, and you will also receive blessings that they promise.
You see, they go, "Yes, scarves, scarves," and they just start throwing scarves into the crowd, and people are trying to like bat them away out of the air, and someone like picks it up and is like, "I'll show you what you think of your scarves," and just like hawks a huge loogie into the scarf and just like throws it back at him, and everybody starts laughing.
Nice. And then in the chaos or confusion, I'm gonna go back up to the bartender and settle on the bet.
Yeah. Cool. So you go up. Durnan looks at you and goes, "So, made it back alive."
Hey, you said 2 magic items within a week. You gave me 8-to-1 odds.
Yep. You got him?
I'll show the 2 magic items. I have a sending stone and the sword that I just barely found.
Says, okay, I gotta check them out just to make sure they're real. I promise I won't take them. Can you set them down on the table for me?
Do.
You go to put the sword down, and as you put it down, it instantly teleports back to your hand.
I'm having trouble putting this one down. Can you check it while I hold it?
No, I need you to put it on the table so I could check it out.
Are you watching this?
Do it again.
I'll
Let me
do
see.
it. I'll do it again.
Oh. You, my friend, have a cursed sword.
Magic?
A technicality, but I think you'll need the gold more than I will, so yeah. It's magic.
I bet was only 31 gold, and so I should get 248 gold.
You see, he counts it out and he gives you the 248 gold. He's like, I hope it was worth it, because I don't think you're getting rid of that sword anytime soon.
Maybe I don't want to.
Yeah. Talk to me in a week, and then we'll see how you feel about it.
I'll take my gold and try to hold on to as much pride as I have left.
Excellent. Give me a quick perception check as you do that.
Anyone?
21. As you go with your sword and your pride maybe a little bit injured, but richer, so happier about that. You look in that corner where that hooded figure was, and the hooded figure is gone. They're not there anymore. And it looks like everybody else is still kind of in the same place. And Durnan says, like, as well, he's like, your party members, they were in the cottage, but I saw them just leave, just barely. They were talking about finding, I don't know, I guess one of your friends left or something, so.
I'll just settle in here. It's been a while since I've had a good meal, so.
All right. Tell you what, on the house, but I just want to do it because I want to see you eat with that sword, so.
Thanks for that. Thank you. And my pride diminishes a little bit more.
Okay. We cut back to Sigmond and River and Key. So, Sigmund, you enter in. You see the church inside is extravagantly ornate on the inside. There are pillars that are pure white with gold trim winding down through the pillars. The pews have velvet red cushions on them, and there's an altar that has like a light coming from above, even though there's no light source from there. And there's a light shining down on an altar in front, and it's there's the wood trim is like just elegantly carved and distinctly detailed with pictures of the sun on it. And you see all throughout there are just suns everywhere. Some of them are gold, some of them are silver, but all of them, there's like, you've never seen so many suns in your whole life. And you enter in, and there's nobody in here. It's actually completely empty.
Is there like a? They said that the guard said that sometimes they take people in and stuff like that. Or is there like a quiet space where somewhere dark or somewhere I could like lie down for a while or something?
Yeah. I mean, you definitely like just initially looking around, you could like the pews you could lay down on. You know, it's not bright throughout. Like it's pretty dark in the church, but the light coming down is just shining on like the altar. So you could lie down on one of the pews, or there are some doors around the church that you could try and look in.
Yeah. What time is it, by the way?
If you had to guess, it's like we've gotten past midnight at this point. It's like 2 in the morning, you know, around that time.
Okay. Yeah, I'd probably find a pew in a relatively like isolated place in a corner somewhere or something. Try and sleep on it.
Yeah, you're easily able to do so. You settle in and bundle all up. River and Key, you see Sigmund go into this building. And the guard kind of hacks away and wanders off. What are you two doing?
I'm trying to think of the best way to talk to him. Did Midna give us a piece of paper, or was it a verbal message?
Verbal.
Hey Key, do you know anything about this winged thief that Midna mentioned?
Thief. Okay. Thief. Yes. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. I've heard of these, and boy, oh, it's a tricky one. So this is when someone takes a thing, but then another person wanted that thing too. Is that? Am I on the right track?
You're close. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we don't.
Usually-
Yeah, we don't have this where I'm from.
Oh, okay.
You know, who owns the sky? You know, ownership is such a weird, you know, concept that I have no use for it, honestly. So it's been a stumbling block to be perfectly clear.
Well, you know, like if someone came and like took my staff away from me, I'd say, "You're a thief," and I'd be mad.
They probably
Well,
need it for something.
Yeah. Well, he might need it, but I need it too. Anyway, okay. Well, sounds like
Yeah,
Sounds
calling
like-
people thieves. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Yeah, people do say that to me a lot. If I, you know,
Oh.
take a goat that was,
Mm,
you know, in a certain fence that they cared about, or, you know, if I see something shiny, that's in, like maybe in someone's house that I want it.
oh.
Yeah,
Well,
thief is a bad word, isn't it?
well, it's all about perspective. So maybe you are the winged thief.
Oh, do you think so?
Well, I don't know. Then I guess it's all about perspective.
I guess maybe we're, in a way, we're all a winged thief.
I guess so. Okay.
Can I help you with anything else?
I think here's the deal. It's late. We're all tired. Sigmund's he's in there. I don't think he's going anywhere. Are you? How tired are you? I'm really tired. I kind of feel like just kind of slumping up against this wall and dealing with Sigmund in the morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's do that. It's getting
Okay.
pretty sleepy up in here.
Okay. Yeah. We'll just take a long rest outside the church. But I do plan on waking up at the butt crack of dawn.
Perfect. So are both of you sleeping there?
Yeah, I don't mind sleeping outside. I'll probably find a roof or something, though. I'm not gonna sleep on a street.
I don't know why, but the image of like a bat popped into my head where you like just clamp onto like a gutter and sleep upside down.
would be nice, but I think that's not.
Okay. Very cool. So both of you are going to take a long rest outside. Handsome Dave, it is late. Are you going to try to find a room, or are you going to do anything before the night's over?
Yeah, I will. I guess if it's late, I won't be able to probably accomplish it today. But if there is something like a bank that I could find, somewhere that I could, anywhere I could probably entrust with money that I've saved up for a fee or whatever.
Yeah, you're able to easily find a bank. You approach, and it's kind of like, it just says like, it's like the Old West style. Like it just says like bank on the top of it, and then it has those like bars in front. And you go up, and there's like a dwarf that's behind the window, and he's just like,
I'll being a sack full of coins in front of him to see if that wakes him up.
oh, yes, here to make a deposit.
Yeah, if it's too late, I can come back another day. But
No. Deposit now. Yep, let's do it. Let's go. Come on.
Wait. I gotta understand the terms and conditions a little bit here before I just give you my money.
You give me money. If you take too much money out, we take more of your money.
What?
Yeah, you come
repeat
here,
that?
you put money in, and then if you take too much money out, then we take more of your money.
How do you know if it's me coming back to take my money out?
Sign here. And he pushes a paper towards you.
Is it just a blank sheet of paper?
It is.
I was like gonna read the terms and conditions, but it's just a blank sheet of paper.
He takes it back. He writes terms and conditions on it. There you go.
I want to see what kind of a vibe I'm getting from him as far as like trustworthiness.
Yeah, make an insight check.
Sir, are you a fiduciary?
Can you notarize?
14?
Yeah, I mean, he seems like... It seems like they put him on the night shift because he's not very good with people. So...
Okay. All right. What was your name, sir? As I start like signing my name.
Dylan.
Dylan. Okay, Dylan. I've saved up a considerable amount of money, and I intend to continue saving up even more. But if any of this goes missing, Dylan, was it?
Mm-hmm.
I will find you, I will kill you, and I will kill every single member of your family.
Yep, I hear that all the time. I'm happy to take your money.
All right, and then I'll give him all of my money.
Okay, excellent. Just mark out how much you took off, or how much is
Okay.
in the bank.
Okay.
Excellent. And then, are you just going to retire for the evening at the inn, or?
Yeah, anywhere that there's a room.
Cool. And you were told that your friends were staying in a cottage as well, if you want to do that.
Sure, I'll go to the cottage.
Okay, excellent. Okay.
I also still have a sword in my hands as I'm doing all of these things.
Yes, you do.
When you were threatening him, you had a sword in your hand.
Yeah, it's true.
That's a good point. So, all of you take a rest. Sigmund, as you are sleeping, you have a dream that night, and the dream is filled with shadows and darkness, and there are monsters. You know there are. You can't see them, but you see their shadowy forms dart to and fro and all around. And you look around to see where you are, and you find yourself in the middle of a street. And as you look at the houses around you, all of them are run down and broken and beat up. And a shadow begins to like grow and grow behind you, and you feel this dark, terrifying presence. You begin to run away from it, and you run and you find yourself at the edge of like a river that's in front of you. And the shadow, as you look behind, you see that the shadow has grown into a giant ball, and you hear a laughter enter your mind. And it goes, and you see there are like these stalks coming off of the circle as it grows larger and larger behind you. You feel like this fear enter into your chest. The shadow continues to grow larger and larger, and it pushes you to the edge of the cliff where there's a river below you. The river's only about like 20 feet below, so you could definitely jump in, but the shadow is growing larger and larger. It's encompassing and covering all of the buildings. What is it that you would do in this dream?
Try and get across the river, I guess.
Yeah, so as you jump down and you go to jump and dive into the river, and this black shadow keeps growing larger and larger and bigger and bigger. And as you jump to dive in, you look down, and instead of it being a river down there, you see it's the opening to the dungeon. And you find yourself jumping down into the opening of the yawning portal. And you jump, and you fall, and fall, and fall, what feels like forever. And right before you hit the ground, you feel you see at the bottom as it's darkness, and just at the bottom you see a small glowing red anvil at the bottom. And right as you're about to hit it, you awaken and wake up.
Okay.
So, we find everybody next day having awoken. It is daytime now in the city. There are people on the streets. You see River and Key, or River, like, you wake up to somebody like kicking you, and they go, "Hey, you can't sleep on the streets. You gotta move it."
I wasn't sleeping. I was just enjoying the view.
You were facing a wall.
It's a very fine workmanship on this church. It's a very nice wall. You seen the wall before? It literally is just bricks.
No, but it's interesting. And he like looks and he goes, "Huh. Yeah, that's not a bad wall. You're right."
Yeah. Okay, so I peek my head in. Do I see Sigmond?
So Sigmund, you've woken up at this point in time. You see there is in the church, you see there's like somebody dressed in like cleric robes kind of walking around the church, just sort of like lighting some incense and walking to and from rooms, like putting things out and things like that. River, as you peek your head in, you see this happening, and you see Sigmund is like stirring a bit and starting to wake up.
I am going to scribble down on a note the words that Midna find the winged thief. Slap and then dash Hallister and then P.S. Your god is awesome. And I'm gonna do wild shape and turn into a street dog. Well, actually, first I'm gonna cast daylight for dramatic effect, and have it beaming in through the stained glass. And then I'm gonna wild shape into a street dog and carry this note and just kind of trot in, and then put my head on Sigmund's lap with the note, and like open my mouth and look into his eyes, like that.
Is that on me to respond? Okay, so there's just like a dog just. Okay, so hello there.
Arf.
You're cursed too, I see. Funny voice. I'll pet the dog and pick up the piece of paper that he dropped in my lap.
Mm-hmm.
You see as well, so you see what's written on the note. You see also the priest, after you cast like daylight and the light comes in, he goes, "It is a miracle from the Thunder! This dog is a messenger from God himself!" And he like walks over and he goes, "Tell me, sir, you have been blessed by the Morning Lord Lathander, by his dog. Tell me. Tell me how you feel. Tell me."
I don't know. I feel a little bit cornered.
Cornered by the light of the Thunder. Hallelujah. And he just like goes over to there's like an organ, and he just starts like playing the organ, just like beep 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 beep, and just like starts busting out into song.
And the dog is like bouncing his head and like is getting into it.
This is starting to feel a little bit on the nose. I guess I'll look up to the rafters of the church and say, well, I guess I don't know up or down. It was down where I met God. Yeah, okay. All right. Fine, I guess. And I'll stand up and start walking out of the church.
Okay.
I'll just follow as a dog.
If Key is up and sees him come out of the church, he'll definitely swoop down and just land right in front of him.
So not only does a dog come and deliver a note that says that you need to find the winged thief and that your god is awesome, and then the light comes shining through, but as you exit the church immediately thereafter, a giant colorful bird creature human lands in front of you.
All right, I get it. I understand. I'm not addressing Key. I'm just screaming at the sky. I understand already. I get it. What do you want? Another messenger?
What's up?
What's your note say?
Oh, do you want to go back down that hole?
Oh
with
my
me?
God. I would love to go back down in the hole.
All right.
Anything that will spare me from these dogs and the bird and lights and the music.
Okay, well, I'm ready when you are.
The sooner the better.
Um,
I don't see what happened to River. He was
yeah,
here.
the dog's just gonna kind of trot around the corner, and then from some other alleyway, River's gonna just turn around and be like, "Sir, you're alive! I've been looking all night for you. I was so worried. I'm so glad to see you. Are you okay? Is everything? How? I was worried about you. I was thinking I should have you know, you went through a really hard time getting stabbed like 1,000 times, and I mean we haven't really had a debrief. And are you okay?
I'm not worried about me, River. I'm worried about you. It's very clear that something down in that pit is trying to kill me, and whatever I did to bring that got your mother killed.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but it must be my fault, River.
Oh, it's not your fault at all. I've been
What?
I've been spending the whole night thinking about what I could have done differently, and it's no one's fault. Definitely not yours. Um, but you know what my mom always said was the past can hurt, but you can either run from it or learn from it.
I thought I was learning from it. The lesson I took away is that the people around me are going to die.
Well, only if we don't stick together. Now we have this new friend. You've already met Key.
Is that the bird?
Yaki does a flourishing bow.
His name is Keen Eye. Get it?
No.
And, here's what I was thinking. I still need to meet my father. Well, I met him, but I want to have some father-son time with him. And he needs for some reason. What was it you were looking for? Treasure?
He kind of looks up and down the street conspiratorially and says, I'll tell you later.
Oh, right. And I think what could all help us with a little resolution is to find that assassin and kick his butt. So I say we go back down there.
Yeah.
Sigmund's still looking at the bird. He says, "Are you sure your friend is on the up and up here? Have you found another scoundrel?"
I got nothing but ups. And he flies into the air 20 feet. Back. Down.
Wait, another scoundrel? Who was the first scoundrel?
We've found nothing but scoundrels so far.
Oh, yeah.
It's scoundrels all the way down.
You tried to make me be friends with a goblin.
That's true. Some of the goblins weren't half bad. Handsome Dave was alright.
That was the one I meant. Thank God we lost him.
Oh gosh. Well, I think, sir, as soon as we're ready, we oughta get this show on the road.
I don't think we have much choice in the matter.
Do we need any things at the shop, or let's see. Maybe I could build a. I could use a bow. Is there a bowery here?
Yeah, you could easily find a place to buy a bow if you just want to. I think a bow costs, I don't even remember, like 10 gold or something like that, 15 gold. You can easily buy a bow.
I will do that with my hordes of wealth.
Excellent. Does anybody else want to buy anything before you go down to the dungeon?
Short bow, 25 gold.
25 for short. How much is a longbow?
Longbow is a martial weapon that costs 50 gold.
50 gold.
That's
Do you
I'm
have-
gonna get one of
like
them.
Do you have
radio
proficiency
voice you
with-
dropped in with there?
I have. Oh. It doesn't mention
Martial
any
weapons?
sort of martial weapon.
Then I
So-
think you don't have. You couldn't add your proficiency bonus to it.
Right. Maybe I won't actually. Maybe I'll get a sling, because I can use a sling.
Short bow is simple.
I don't even have simple weapon proficiency then.
Oh, druid.
Druids. Yeah, druids.
Druids.
That's right. Ah.
You're a druid? No, seriously, you're
Yeah.
a druid?
I know, right?
This is the first time you wild shaped a minute ago, and I was like, he's a druid?
Yeah, I've been thinking the whole time. I was like, I wonder when Ben's gonna do something druidy.
I love it.
Also, I want to ask, do we want to play until for another hour, or do we want to be less than that?
So I can play up until like an hour and a half. I'm okay with.
How about
Well,
everybody
how
else?
long was the session would that be? We've been going for 2.5 already.
No, we started at 2.5, but we talked for 30 minutes, so 2 hours of playtime. 30 minutes.
Okay. I think another hour seems good.
How does everybody else feel about it?
Good.
I'm gonna
Good.
have everybody meet back up in the tavern. But if you want to buy anything, go ahead and think about that. I want to take just like a 5-minute break.
Mhm.
So we'll be back at 6:40, 5:40. So let's take five. Let's take 5, and then we'll come back and we'll go for another hour after that, and then we'll be done.
Cool beans.
Hey,
See you in 5.
Wait,
The
Okay, I'm back.
Me too. I'm buying stuff.
Yeah, I guess I should post where the what you can buy from. I guess anything under. I was thinking anything under equipment would be okay, but I actually haven't even looked through it. You can buy dynamite.
My gosh.
So maybe not.
Buy
Yeah.
a bomb.
There's like guns and stuff.
Yeah, there's guns. Don't know if guns exist in this world. Okay, you can't buy healing potions. Yeah, I guess if there's anything you think would be potentially a crazy purchase, let me know, and then I'll say whether we can. I will say now guns are not allowed. I will say no on guns.
Bummer.
We might
Did
change
you
that.
say you guys have a horse?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
we had to leave it down there.
used to have a horse.
Oh no.
He might be down there. Still. Did Handsome Dave notice the horse?
Oh, that's a good question. I gotcha. So, I don't know. I don't remember, where did you take the horse? Like, where did you end up? It just stayed on the second level, right?
We left it at the bucket.
Oh, yeah. No, he did not notice the horse.
How did I miss it?
No.
Gosh, I'm an idiot.
Before I start, I'm going to start fasting after this game, Ben.
Nice.
So I'm trying to do. I'm really sad because I wanted to do just like fruits and veggies today,
Uh-huh.
but I don't have any. Like I thought I had more than I had. Like I was thinking like, oh, I could do like. I was trying to stay away from like processed stuff, so I was like, oh, I could do like beans and rice, and everything I have is processed, like everything.
Yeah.
So I'm eating
Well-
I'm eating chips and salsa.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm allowing myself to be okay with it, but and I had hummus and bread. So
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you'll be good. I'd say like, yeah, I mean, as long as you're not, feeling gross or anything.
Doing what?
As long as you're not feeling gross or anything, like, I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too.
Okay, I'm almost done shopping.
Is Jameson here? I need to go on a
I'll-
hike sometime.
All right, I'm back.
I was gonna say I'd go with you, but you're just way too freaking far away.
Yeah. Virtual hike together.
Nice.
You go on one, I'll go on one, and we'll both video chat. Okay, we're all back.
You see any trees? Yeah, I see trees. Do you see trees? Yeah.
Dirt.
Rocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of out of breath. Me too.
This is hard.
You see any grizzly bears? No. Oh, I do. That would actually be awesome if that happened. While you're like
That'd be
video
so
recording.
If Brandon
man.
was eaten by a bear live
I would
while you
love it.
watched
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
for sure.
Yep.
I would watch Brandon get mauled by a bear. Oh, for sure.
Sarah! Sarah! Come look at this!
This is awesome. Look at his eye. It's not even attached to his head anymore.
I'd be famous for maybe a week, which would be so cool.
Yeah.
That's a long time now.
That's a
I
long
know.
time now.
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm getting feedback from somebody. I don't know who.
Oh, it's probably me.
It is you. I just saw. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Ben,
but-
I saw your chair behind you when you left, and I thought that is an wholly inadequate chair. And then when I came back, you'd upgraded
I've upgraded.
to like the most comfortable looking chair I've ever seen. So I'm really
Oh,
proud of
very
you.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
Looks like you can sleep in that chair.
It is an improvement.
It reclines. I've been in that chair.
Mhm.
Brag about it.
I was a little. It was very comfortable, but I was a little disappointed. I wanted it so bad to be a rocking chair. So it looks like one, but it does recline, so it does have that. It was very comfortable. That is true. Okay.
Okay, so I bought a sling, some ball bearings, a dart, a crowbar, a flask of oil, a grappling hook, and yeah, that's pretty much
So
it.
you bought a rogue's kit, is what I'm hearing. You essentially, you're a
Yeah.
rogue now.
Really fleeing from that druid thing.
Multi-classing
Oh, I
into
guess-
rogue.
I forgot about spell combo.
Oh yeah. I will say diamonds are not like. Well, no, you can buy diamonds. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. If you got the gold for it, you can buy it. Why not?
I would be using the morning while I can't find everybody because they're doing their own thing. To try to find somewhere that might be able to lift a curse off of a sword.
Oh yeah, good call. Yeah. Let's. It's a good call. Let's do investigation or. Tell me this. What method would you like to go through to try to find this? Like, would you just wander around or?
I would say that I have been in the city before.
Yeah.
I would try to maybe remember some past knowledge, and I would talk to people that I'm meeting in the street for like who can who's magical and holy in the area.
Yeah. That is. Okay. Yeah, if you're looking, are you looking magical and holy or magical or holy?
Magical or holy.
Okay. Yeah, you can give me either an investigation check or a religion check.
They are the same modifier,
Oh, wow.
and it's not high.
That's not high. it's a pretty specialized thing. So like maybe what it is as well is I think people look at like a goblin coming up and asking for them to remove a curse, and they're like, oh,
There's probably a reason he got cursed.
yeah.
I don't think we're supposed to help you.
Yeah. You experience like a little bit of prejudice and people's like biases, and you're just not able to really get the information that you want.
That's nothing I'm not used to.
Yeah. So.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, and this is actually a good time. Like if anybody wants to do any downtime activities, we totally can. We've got like some things I got from Xanthar's is buying a magic item. If you want to try to buy a magic item, like socializing, like Brandon kind of did, or like carousing, crafting an item, crime, gambling, pit fighting, relaxation, religious service, research, scribing a spell scroll, selling a magic item, training, or work. So Xanathar's actually gives like rules for any of those downtime activities. So
Tell me more about work. What if we all just got jobs?
I want to work at a title insurance company.
yeah, work goes like this. So what happens is it's funny. It says in Xanathar, word for word, when all else fails, an adventurer can turn to an honest trade to earn a living.
Let's hope it never comes to that.
When all else fails.
So you do an ability check, either athletics, acrobatics, intelligence using a set of tools, performance, or musical instrument like proficiency, charisma as well. And then we get to add up what your wages are based on that check.
And that's for like a week or a fortnight.
Yep, it is a week. Yep.
Or a 10-day, I should say.
10-day. I guess that's fair. I actually haven't even thought about the calendar of the campaign, which is something I probably should do, but
Just a pay period, right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's a normal pay period.
And if you roll really high, you get a decent amount of gold, which now I'm like, oh man, maybe in D&D I should just work all the time. It's so much safer. Nobody dies.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can think about that in future sessions as well. So just if you ever do want to do something like that, know that we have options for it. Okay, cool. So let's cut to the tavern. You all have met around the table, or a certain table, or maybe you haven't, and you're all meeting. You all are essentially preparing to go down into the dungeon. Is there anything that you want to do in the tavern before you go down?
I'd like to think that this is where I meet up with the rest of the group finally,
Yeah.
so that they thought that they'd lost me, and now I'm here.
So all of you walk in and you see Handsome Dave just sitting at a table.
Siggy! Oh my gosh,
Sigmund.
we gotta catch up!
Sigmund punches the wall very, very hard. I thought we'd lost him.
Oh, it's Handsome Dave.
Stinky Dave.
I think I'm too far away to hear this.
Have you bathed since the last time you fell into a garbage pit?
No. Have you removed your helmet in the last, 10 years?
I haven't removed my helmet since I was 12 years old.
I think we've got a similar funk going on then.
You can't actually smell Handsome Dave because you are so used to your terrible
Oh,
helmet
that's
stench.
so gross.
Terrible helmet stench. I
Helmet.
sleep in my helmet.
They call it helmet rot. Okay, so is there anything anybody would like to do in the tavern before going?
Yeah, Sigmund River, your religion is totally taken off. It's above ground now. I got to tell you about it.
It's literally above ground.
Yeah, they had some of the goblins came up here, and I look around the tavern to see if anyone's wearing a scarf.
Oh, give me a perception check.
16.
16. You see a couple scarves have been left on the ground, but nobody appears to be wearing them.
I'll point to at least the ones on the ground. Be like, see, they came up and were given scarves around. I don't know where they've gone since, but I just want to congratulate the both of you on starting a religion that's continuing to spread.
That was a pretty good stroke of genius. I mean, some things Sigmund does are a little well, a little questionable, but that one was a very good idea.
Super good. And
Questionable.
it's a great backup plan, Sigmund, for when, if and when you don't want to be hunting around for ladies in caverns. You could just be a preacher for the Scarf Gang upworld and just get paid to do that.
You think I'm this is getting worse and worse.
It's just I got respect game, Sigmund. Like, you got it going on, and that's pretty awesome.
It was an accident, okay? I didn't mean to start whatever this is. It just sort of happened, okay?
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
definitely wearing my scarf, though,
Oh, yeah.
at this point. We'll just see the consequences, the effects of what happens. I'm along for the ride, and I think it's going to be quite a show.
It was mostly River anyways. I just told them that they should be less despicable.
Well, they're preaching your name, Sigmund, the all-powerful, mighty Sigmund. They don't even believe you can die.
Oh my god. Oh,
Oh,
god.
man.
I can die. I can definitely die. Please, River, not you too.
Well, I'm ready to go down whenever you guys are, but it was quite an experience to see a couple goblins spread the word of Sigmund up here in this tavern.
Love it. Yeah. Let's go down.
Before you go down, you see River. You see Durnan motions to you for you to come over as you're getting ready to head down.
All right, I'll walk up to Durnan.
Durnan says, "I know the last time you went down, things went pretty bad. I just want you to know, I've been there, and I don't know. People seem to like you guys. I don't know why, but just make sure you're all safe, all right? And I don't like to see my customers sad, so just make sure you all make it back, okay?"
Thanks, Durnan. You're a good friend.
I'm not. No. Okay. Yeah. Sure. All right.
Ben calls everybody his friend, and every single person says no. Can I hear him having this conversation with Durnan?
Yeah, for sure.
I want to walk over and be like, do you know, if you truly mean that, then we may need your help. Do you know anything about Xanathar?
Yeah. I know about the Xanathar. What are you looking to know?
Anything? They seem to want me dead. Anything you can tell me would help.
Sounds about right. Their whole guild is essentially made up of thieves, burglars, assassins. And they, it's tough, you know, their whole goal is to not be seen, and to be so secret that strikes fear into the heart of whoever hears the name. Is there anything you think you could have done that would have upset them at all?
Nothing comes to mind.
He looks at Handsome Dave and motions to he motions to his neck. He's like, you don't think anything you would have done? There, I will say, a lot of goblins are members of the Xanathar.
I'm gonna look over at River. What's he saying?
I think he's saying it might have been that whole forming a religion thing that got them mad at us.
I told you it was a mistake.
How do we undo a religion?
Can we talk to the Xanathar and tell them it was a mistake when they listened to us?
It's kind of the tough thing about the Xanathar. I've heard... When I went down into the dungeon, the Xanathar didn't even exist yet. So... But I've heard rumors that somehow I've heard people say that the Xanathar is a part of the dungeon and not a part of the dungeon. So I know you don't find the Xanathar finds you.
Oh, I know that very well. Useless.
Just keep your wits about you, all right? Don't let your guard
I
down.
don't have any. I'm gonna storm off.
I'm his wit. I'll stay with him.
I'll keep about him.
Listen, one thing I want to tell you as well. You, the further down you go, the physical danger is always there, all right? And you gotta be safe there, but don't lose your mind anytime soon, okay? Alistar, the further and further down he went, the crazier he became. And I've seen it happen time and time again.
Well, be careful.
All right,
You'll
good.
be dead. Is there any way to, so we've already explored the first and second level. Can we fast travel, as it were, down to the third level?
Yeah. Have you found any of the arcane gates?
Oh, is that what that was? We saw a map that showed several levels with some iconography, and we pushed one and it said access denied or something like that. Does that sound like a gate?
Oh. It's tough. The dungeon's always changing. So I don't remember anything like that, but if I had to guess, the gates have to be activated. So they require certain things. Like, I remember one gate I had to find a magic wand, and I had to take the wand and push it up against the gate before it would activate and open, so I could travel to a different floor. It's never straightforward. So It could have been a gate, but it also could have just been telling you that the gate wasn't open yet.
Hmm. Makes sense. Okay.
The gates, all of them look like round archways. You'll see an archway if it's a gate. That's what they look like.
And they link to each other to different levels?
Yeah. It's hard to keep track of, I'll tell you that.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll be back before you know it.
Hope so. Okay,
And,
so you go to descend down the opening in the yawning portal. Would anybody like to do anything in any particular order, or before you go down?
Q would like to say some things in the bucket.
Yeah.
If we are in the bucket. So now that we are kind of in a private spot, and there is the sounds of the machinery of the winch lowering to kind of provide some white noise, Q will sort of draw everyone a little closer and say, so, do you want to know what it is that I'm looking for?
Very curious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Particularly.
okay, you don't have to listen. So the Wind Dukes of Aka, it's easier to say in language, but the Wind Dukes, they, long ago, they fought this war against the Queen of Chaos. And this was a war over all of the elemental planes. At the time, the Queen of Chaos had a great monstrous champion known as Miska, the Wolf Spider. And the Wind Dukes crafted this powerful artifact, which was a rod, and they used it as a weapon against Miska. But when they plunged it into Miska's body, the chaos in his blood sundered the rod and scattered pieces all over the multiverse. And it is now known as the Rod of Seven Pieces. And the reason I am here on the material plane in Faerun is to search for one of these pieces. Because if they can be recovered and reassembled, it could be a powerful weapon for the Aarakocra against the forces of elemental evil. And I heard that this dungeon contains one such piece. And whether or not it does remains to be seen, but certainly worth the risk of exploring the whatever lies below, if there's even a chance.
Oh, that's pretty epic stuff. I'm just here to resolve some childhood trauma. That sounds pretty cool.
Why keep it a secret?
Well, the ongoing war, is vast in scale, and you never know what agents may be listening.
I'm starting to pick up on that, yes.
So as all of you lower the sound, you eventually feel the bucket hit the sand below. And as all of you hop off into the sand, the bucket begins to raise back up again. Back up into the tavern above.
Okay. I'm going to look around for the horse. Here, horsey, horsey, horsey.
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
That's the guidance. And
Okay,
here's
good.
the-
You have guidance.
Right. Okay, D4.
13. You...
That was me. I did that, by the way. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I clicked that. There's a little pink box. I clicked it.
Oh, yeah,
just
look
to
at
see if
that.
it would do it.
Oh, cool. Okay, so 13.
13. Okay. Yeah, what I'm gonna have everybody do is let's have everybody on this part of the map. If you want to go into your character sheets and put your tokens where your players would be.
We're at like the northeast-ish bucket.
Yeah. Did it pan for you right there?
How do you move what people are looking at?
Shift hold down the ping.
And how do I put my character in a place?
So there should be a token button on your character sheet, and you should be able to drag it on.
So
I see the picture in my bio and info, but I can't move it.
in your journal in Roll20.
When you mouse
Mhm.
over it, does it do
Oh,
like 4 arrows pointing in all directions or nothing?
No,
What happens if you try to drag and drop it onto the...
nothing.
Oh, weird. Yeah, it's not working for me either. Okay, let me see if I can get you on here. We'll figure that out later.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't have control over.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm giving it to you, right?
That's a cool looking little birdie.
Thanks.
Okay. And Sigmund, are you heading down the hall immediately?
No, I just was dragging.
Okay, no worries.
myself out
If
the
you are,
window.
that's totally fine. So Rivers, you get down to the bottom, and as like the bucket lifts back up, you see what appears to be the skull of a horse underneath where the bucket was. And it's been like pressed into the sand a bit, so only part of it is staying out, and it's just a skull at this point.
Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna check it out, see like how long it's been dead and stuff.
Cool. Yeah, give me a medicine check. 11. It hasn't been very long since you left. Like, it's been like a day since you left
Right.
here, and this thing is picked clean. There's nothing on it anymore. I don't think you can tell how long it's been like that, but the bone still looks very bleached white, you know?
Yeah. Is the earth around it like kind of? I'm gonna use my shovel to just kind of dig a little around it just to see if there's other bones.
Yeah, cool. Okay. So you put your shovel in the ground and you feel yourself hit something hard. And when you hit something hard, you feel your shovel gets yanked out of your hand as that thing that you hit shifts and moves quickly, and out pops a head with two giant bug-like eyes and tentacles out the front of its face with a mouth with little pincers on the side. And it looks up at you and it goes...
No!
And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Hooray!
We finished the intro.
Yeah. 9.
Okay, let me get this all ready to go. Wow, bad rolls. Okay.
Yeah, woof.
A +8. You got a nat 1. Wow.
Yeah.
9, Sigmund 6, Handsome Dave 8.
You have a +8 to initiative?
Yeah, I guess it's a thing.
People keep telling me it's a thing. Okay.
Yeah, I add my charisma to my initiative.
Okay,
Even that's not-
so, let me, because I don't have tokens for these guys, and I wish I did. So, for right now, we'll just say, right here in front of River, there is, like, a head of a, it's like a big head, like, the head of it just fills up the space in front of River, entirely. And it's looking up and it's like lashing out with its tentacles and trying to bite at River. Key, you are up first. What would you like to do?
All right, I would like to run up to it. Like here?
Okay.
Is it right? Is it
Yep.
right there?
Yep, that's perfect.
Draw a short sword and stab.
Stab away.
Come on. Attack roll.
Is that another
it's
nat one?
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, are we doing flanking?
Yeah, we can do flanking.
Come on. Greater than 1. Oh, a 3.
Oh my
Boy.
gosh.
You know, he's just not an underground kind of a guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And is getting used to it.
Yeah,
Your
the-
first roll was a 20, and I knew immediately that was going to come back and bite you in the butt.
So, actually, yeah, let's see. Can't get this thing positioned where it should be, so it's right there.
You can hold, if you hold Alt when you move something, then it unsnaps it.
Nice. Oh, that's great to know. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you you have to adjust to the lessened elevation, the new environment that you're in.
And he's like still trying to get his goggles on, but and stab at the same time.
Yeah, and
It's a mess.
you just plunge right into the sand, and it's also partially covered, so you plunge into the sand and miss it with your attack. Is there anything else you want to do? Bonus action, movement?
Oh gosh. Let's see. Bonus action. Yeah, I'm not giving up yet. Draw a dagger. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try with the dagger.
Okay.
Haha.
Nice. There we go.
Okay. So that's gonna be this.
Oh, nice. Wait, do you get?
Oh.
Oh, you do get sneak attack because it's within 5 feet of an
Yeah.
ally.
Okay, so that's okay. So we're adding both of these together.
22 total.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Okay, let me do some quick math here. Yeah, so you miss with your short sword. You would whip out your dagger swiftly, adjusting this time, and you plunge. You just find right the perfect spot, and you get it like right in its eye, and it lets out a and it takes 22 points of damage.
All right, and then I will courteously scoot around to make room.
Very.
And that's it.
nice. Excellent. Okay. Next up, let's do River. You're up. Handsome Dave, you're on deck.
Okay. I am going to do a little bit of just a moment. Just a second. Okay. Yep. I am going to do a little Tai Chi action and do a moonbeam.
You are the worst druid, by the way. Like, you haven't wild shaped yet, except for now, and you do Tai Chi, which is like a monk thing. Excellent. What does moonbeam do? I don't actually know.
A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius.
Very nice. Is it a dex save for me?
Constitution saving throw.
Con save. Okay, let's see. That is a 8.
That fails. So it is engulfed in a ghostly flame that causes searing pain and radiant damage.
Nice.
Which I will now roll. I'm going to cast this at level 3. Just a moment. Just a moment.
Just a moment.
Just. Actually, no, I'm level 2 in this thing. Level 2. And so it's a 2d10. 12 radiant damage.
Very nice. It is looking very hurt at this point in time.
And that's my turn.
Bonus action all or anything?
Yeah, sure. I'll shillelagh for next time.
Shalala.
Or wait, no, I can shillelagh right. No, it would. Hold on.
Only for melee attack does it matter.
So if. Oh yeah, I can. I think I can do it, right?
Yeah.
I think Shillelagh is a bonus action.
Okay.
Mhm.
18 to hit.
Oh, you can attack as a bonus action with Shillelagh?
I don't know.
No, it's casting the spell as a bonus action.
So you can like cast it onto your club, so you like make it like look cool and druidy, and then you
Next
could
turn.
action attack with it that turn. I think. Does that sound right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just shillelagh for next turn.
Perfect. Nicely done. All right, handsome Dave, you are up.
Okay, you guys see Handsome Dave, rapier in one hand, long sword in another. It looks slightly heavy. It's a little different than you've seen before. Does it still glow?
It is. It does still glow. It actually gives
I also
10 feet
wonder
of
if
dim light.
Wow. I wonder if
Nice.
I've attuned to it, but we can. I would have, but we can get to that later. I don't care that much.
Yeah, you have,
It's just magic.
and that's what it is.
Sweet. Magic, light, and it's this cool thing. If I throw it, it comes back to my hand. I will, for my first attack with the rapier.
Excellent. Go for it. $15. I believe that hits. Nicely done. Roll damage. 12
damage.
points. Oh, it is looking like it is on death's door, but it's not dead yet.
Second attack with my rapier still.
Oh, because you get 2 attacks, right?
Do get 2 attacks.
Nice.
13 to hit.
Oh, 13. Yeah, 13 is exactly what you need.
Okay. And then the damage on that is another 12.
It is
Nice.
dead. Dead.
Hooray!
Well done. Anything else you want to do?
Me and my turn?
What was that?
For like my turn?
Yeah, bonus action, movement.
I don't have anything I can do with a bonus action now because my 2-weapon fighting style is does not work because it's not a light weapon.
Oh no! Oh.
So, oh, that's it.
Wait, short sword isn't a light weapon?
You said longsword.
Oh, I did say longsword. It is a longsword. You're right.
Okay,
Oh, I forgot. So you just have a longsword in your hand.
I just have this heavy sword that I'm just like dragging along.
Oh my gosh, that's
It's a
right.
big bummer.
Okay. Awesome.
I
Okay.
just killed this worm thing.
Yeah, nicely done. Okay, so River and Handsome Dave, you see as another one of these creatures burrows up behind you, right there, and this one, there's another one that burrows up and comes right over by Key. The one with River and Handsome Dave, let's see who it's gonna go for. Even Handsome Dave, odd River. 7 is going for River. It is going to... The first thing that does, it has those tentacles around its mouth, and one of them whips out to try to hit you, and that is a natural 1. You are just focused in. You realize you can't mess around in this dungeon, because you got to focus to help protect the people you love, and you see it come up and whoo, dodge out of the way. It then tries to bite you with its pincers, and that is a 17 to hit.
That is.
You take a total of 7 piercing damage from that,
Oh, okay.
and the other one is going to try to do the same thing at Key. Tentacles is a 24 to hit.
Ouch.
You also need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
16, nicely done. So you take a total of 4 poison damage as you feel the poison enter in through your bloodstream. You're able to resist and push out the effects. You're now realizing you've had to adjust to being underground, and you're focusing in. You're focusing up on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna try to bite you. That is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
7 piercing damage from the bite.
Okay, and I'll use my uncanny dodge on that to halve the damage.
Nice. So it looks like it's gonna just like grip and bite right into your leg, and whew, it just like it's a glancing blow as it barely nicks you.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be it. Sigmund, you are up. There's one near Key, one near River, and Handsome Dave.
I will walk over here and take a swing at the one next to River.
Okay. And then Key, you're on deck. Nicely done. Yeah, roll damage on that.
Who's up next, did you say? Sorry.
Key.
It's that one. Oh, that didn't do the... I got a 12, so it didn't do in D&D Beyond, or in Roll20. I don't know why.
12 points. Nice.
And then... second attack. Yeah!
Ooh. Oh, boy. This is going to be big, isn't it?
I'm not blowing anything, but
Okay.
Let's see. 2d10. I guess I can use my smite. I might as well.
Yeah.
Do I choose to do that when I swing or when I...
It's
Hit.
after you hit.
Yeah, I think it's the one you hit.
Okay. So I'll use a spell slot. And do...
This thing is so dead. It's so dead. There's no way it lives.
And then that's 1d8. So 2d8 plus 5. I think that's everything. I keep repeating this, but it makes it take forever that like everything... There's like 6 different things that affect my attacks, and all of them are on different tabs.
Yeah.
So I have to like jump around to understand exactly what's happening.
This is why you just play fighters all the time. You only play fighters,
Oh.
and that's all you ever play.
Yeah, paladins are always kind of tricky.
And you never play battle master either. You just play you play defense
Champion.
fighters, and that's it. Yeah.
So it's 2d8 when you use smite. So it's 4d8. Oh
Yeah,
dear.
it's gonna be
It
so
probably
much
is
damage.
dead.
It's so much damage.
Smite is amazing.
Oh, and wait.
I was gonna say that's not enough. I don't think. Still.
Well, I get a reroll,
Ones.
but it's only for. Can you tell which dice those are?
The d8s are the ones.
Okay, the d8s. Yeah, then I can't reroll those.
Only on weapon attacks.
Yep. So that's 26.
So that's a total of 38 damage so far.
Is this one brand new? This one just got out of the ground, didn't it?
Yep.
So it's. Oh yeah, I forgot I already hit it once.
Yeah, 12 plus 26 for 38.
Okay.
Is that it? I mean,
Yep.
that's a ton of damage, but when I say is that it, I'm just wondering if there's even more. Wow.
Yeah, that's it.
38 points.
Oh
of
wait.
damage.
Hold on. On your turn, when you score a critical hit with a melee weapon or reduce an enemy to 0 HP, you can make one melee attack as a bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, wait, you have to kill something first, though?
Or score
Or
a critical
crit.
hit.
Oh my gosh.
I forgot about that.
Oh my gosh. So you get a bonus action attack again?
Yeah, a bonus action attacking.
Oh my gosh. Nice.
There you
Yeah, roll it.
I don't know why it
Oops,
doesn't.
I clicked on it. I wanted to know more about Sunblade.
I don't even know if that's right because it's. I think that's the one-handed version of it.
Oh yeah, if you're two-handing it.
That's what I was wondering.
D10 plus.
Do you have a shield or are you two-handing it?
Two-handing it, so I think it's a D10, right?
Yeah, it looks like the number on the right is the two-handed damage. Right? What's that D8 for?
Mm-hmm.
12
I thought the
points
D8.
of damage.
Yeah, I thought the D8 was one-handed and D10's two-handed.
Oh my gosh, so you do 50 points of damage?
Got that crit.
Holy
slot.
crap, what? Yeah, you you just raise your sword and it's just like bam, 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 and like 3 hits, just one after another, and you just see like viscera and guts and like green ooze just like splatters all over, and this thing just like lets out one shriek, and just as you look, there's no longer a creature there, but just goop, like just like glue, green glue on the ground, filled with like bits of like legs and like outer shell. It is
Awesome.
gone.
And then I'll run over and stand next to this one.
I thought you were gonna take another attack, and I was like, "What is this?
Keep going.
I just get to attack forever.
What? I'm never letting anyone play paladins ever again."
Wait a minute. Actually, that's a good question. Hold on 1 second. What did it say?
If you can do something else,
You have to use your bonus action for that bonus attack, so you
Oh,
can't keep
okay. I
doing
can't
it.
do it twice.
You mean I don't get 4 attacks? Oh, I don't. Never mind.
This game sucks.
Amazing turn.
Very good.
Okay, Key, you are up.
All right. He is not thrilled about getting bitten and poisoned, but we'll try to keep this one busy until everyone else can finish it off. So he will dance around, get into flanking position.
Yeah.
Swing. My
That
goodness.
misses?
Oh, that is one. What's
Oh
happening?
man,
Oh no.
such bad rolls.
Come on, the dagger.
Hey,
Okay, so
Yeah.
that is one hit on the dagger.
So you're just not quite. Why is it that you're not quite used to the short sword? What is happening that the short
Well,
sword?
here's the thing: is this is how it's supposed to work. They're afraid of the short sword. They don't.
Oh, the sneaky dagger, the
That's where
classic.
This is the sneak
As a
attack.
bait and switch.
So you run up to them with your short sword and kind of wave it around in their face, like
Ooh,
razzle
ow.
dazzle them.
That's exactly right.
Oh, 15
So that'll
points
be
damage.
15 damage.
Nicely
I'll
done.
move up here. That's it.
Awesome. Very cool. When you hit with short sword, we're gonna lose our minds. River, you're up. Handsome Dave, you're on deck.
Okay, this is the first worm, right?
This is
The third.
the new one.
Sorry, it's the third one. Is he in the same spot?
Pretty close. He's a little further back. You'd have to move forward a bit to be in melee range.
I can't remember if he's in the moonbeam.
Oh no, he's not in the moonbeam.
Okay.
How long does it last?
You can move the moonbeam.
Yeah.
Bonus
the
action, move it,
moonbeam.
right?
I think it's a regular action.
Oh.
Yeah, you can use an action to move it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Casting the spell again, basically.
Yeah. So it lasts a minute. I'll just move it. Move it right here.
Yeah, con save. Here we go.
Do we have to roll?
No, it's only 5 feet. 5 feet radius. Actually, if it's 5 foot radius, that means 10-foot diameter. That means it actually probably is. I think it was like right here before.
You were right next to it, so it was in these two squares.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Jeez, my cat.
Oh, jeez, my cat.
Just knocked over a ton of stuff. Okay. Con save, right?
Yeah.
14.
Fails.
Nice.
So 19 damages.
19?
Yeah.
What the heck? When did you guys get so
Wow.
strong? What happened?
Almost rolled max damage. That's what happened.
Jeez. Gotta do some math here. It's looking real hurt at this point in time.
Cool. That's my turn.
Very nice. Handsome Dave, you're up. Sigmund, you're kind of on deck.
Handsome
Kind of
Dave
on
is gonna run up to this worm, and for the first attack, I will actually try to use the longsword.
Yeah, magic.
Let's just see what happens.
Magic.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
19.
Yeah, you hit. Roll damage.
That's the one-handed damage. Four
Four
yeah.
damage.
4 damage.
Yeah, I mean, you do it. It hits it. It hurts it. But that's all that happens.
He goes, dang it. And then he'll try the rapier. For the second attack.
Okay, let's see it.
Shoot!
11 does not connect. No dice.
For my bonus action, I will take the disengage action.
Nice. You're so thrown off by using this giant long sword attack that's glued to your hand that
Yes. So weird.
It
No,
throws
I'm
off
not
your
gonna do
sword.
anything. I'm not gonna do anything for bonus action or movement. I'll just stick there.
stay there. Excellent. Okay, excelente. Cool. Let's do this. First things first. River, from beneath your feet, you feel a large amount of shaking and movement and shifting in the sand. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
17.
Nice. You're able to get out of the way as a very large one of these things. Well, you're still right here, but
Okay.
you're able to get out of the way of it as a big one. This thing is just like very large in size, and it it looks around and it lets out a roar and it goes. And as it does that, you see a line of green projectile acid shoots out of its mouth.
No.
And Handsome Dave and Key, I need you to make dexterity saving throws. Okay.
Natural one.
Oh my gosh, is that
Oh,
another
no.
nat one?
Oh,
With your
boy.
best ability of dexterity?
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
I told you you'd be punished.
I can't believe that. Yeah, you really hate the underground, I guess.
Seriously.
Okay, you take 11 points of poison damage, and Handsome Dave, you take 5.
Okay.
Um,
I'm just gonna see if I'm allowed to use my thing on it.
yeah, I can't remember. Handsome Dave, you're gonna take 2 attacks from this guy.
Okay.
Tentacles miss, bite attack. Misses also, both of them miss.
So, I will use my maneuver.
Yeah.
The creature misses you with a melee attack. You can use a reaction, spend a superiority die to make a melee weapon attack against it. I add the superiority die to the attack's damage
Awesome.
roll on a hit. So let's see if I can.
Repulsed. So would you
Um,
say that this guy hit me with an attack?
Yeah, it was a ranged attack.
Yep. And I will use that dodge.
Ugh. Missed though.
11 doesn't
Ah,
hit.
nuts.
Yeah. Miss.
Oh. But I still attempted, so goodbye superiority dice.
Okay. Superiority dice down. Okay, that will bring us to Sigmund. You are up, and Key, you're on deck.
I will. Is this thing? How's the thing next to me looking?
Pretty hurt. Not like on death's door, but injured for sure, bloodied for sure.
I will take a swing at it
Yeah.
with the weapon in my hand.
That hits.
Yeah.
And then two-handed. So you guys are telling me I just click on this thing and it does that?
I think it's.
Two-handed.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
the middle number, I think.
It re-rolls anything that's a 1 also, I think.
It does all of it?
I don't know. The thing I'm confused about is that number on the right. I don't know what that is.
Oh, are you a great weapon master?
Yeah.
So that's what that is the re-rolling ones. So you want to be using just this middle number
Just the 8?
on Sunblade. Yeah,
And,
because that's the D10. The left one is the D8.
but what's the one on the left then?
The D8 if you were doing it one-handed.
Oh. Huh, okay.
So
Alright,
the
8 points.
left one is D8 one-handed, the middle one is the re-rolled ones, and the far right one is the original roll?
No. Okay, so the first one is if you're holding it with one hand, you roll a D.
Yeah.
You can hover over it and it says
Yeah.
so it's your D8 plus your strength.
So do you not
You
get
don't
great
want that
great-
one at all.
Do you not get Great Weapon Master if you're not two-handing it?
Right.
Okay, I see.
So the middle one is a D10, re-rolling ones for Great Weapon Master, plus your strength.
Okay.
So use that one every time. And then because it's
Yeah, I think the one on the
Because
right.
you're a paladin, or because it's a sunblade or bonus damage, a bonus d8 against undead.
Oh.
If you're fighting undead, then add
Yes.
the third number.
That's what you roll if it's
that makes
against
sense.
undead.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's the
well,
undead thing.
well done, Brandon. I'm glad you joined today.
Is this a new sword for you?
Sort of. Yeah, yeah.
It's a new sword for
Sort
all
of.
us.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
I think we know who good Brandon is now.
Yep. I am other Brandon now.
In your
I
face,
think, too.
name, Brandon.
Yeah, whoa, I don't know about that.
Original
Too
Brandon.
far.
Old Brandon.
Brandon. Brandon Classic.
Classic.
Yeah, so I guess I do 8 damage.
Nice. Okay, it's not dead
That's
yet,
you.
but it is looking. It looks on death's door basically at this point.
Second attack.
Nice. That hits.
Do the thing again. Take the middle number.
Ah, that's it. Dead, dead, dead.
Okay, and then I will run back over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this thing is fresh. Nobody's even hit it yet, right?
No, it is undamaged.
I will do Compelled Duel as a bonus action.
Nice.
14 Wisdom save.
Okay. What is its wisdom? Okay. What was it again? 14?
14 Wisdom save.
15.
Okay, I don't think anything happens. Wait, hold on. If it succeeds this saving throw, the spell doesn't restrict the target's movement for that turn. Does it do anything else?
I don't think so. I think.
On a failed...
Oh.
Oh, that's failed save. It's
Oh, not a
failed save.
successful save.
Mm,
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, so I don't think anything happens.
I think it fizzles if it's successful. Yeah. I think it's successful save. Okay. Excellent. Let's go to Key River. You're on deck.
Alright, so he is gonna keep some distance between this large one after getting spat on. And we'll also stay out of the moonbeam. So move kind of over here-ish,
Yeah.
and then throw a dagger.
Dagger, dagger. Yeah, nice. Your dagger. It's doing it.
I'm gonna go daggers only, and that's just gonna be 8.
Not melee.
'cause I'm not sneaking. But I do have another dagger.
Nice.
Or wait, can you do 2-weapon fighting with?
I think it's
Well,
only
it's
melee.
still a
it's only
melee weapon.
Attack. Is it melee attack or is it melee weapon?
I'll skip it. Pass.
We'll look at it. We'll look it up and we'll figure it out. If you missed it, then we'll have you take another attack on it.
Okay.
Okay, River, you're up. Handsome Dave, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna move the moonbeam over here. Oop,
So, how far can you move the moonbeam?
60 feet.
60 feet. Excellent. What happens if it goes through an area where an ally is? Is it only enemy creatures?
Good question. Looking. Reading. So it says when a creature enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. It's engulfed. Makes a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. So if it starts its turn there, or for the first time it enters.
Yeah.
So if you move it through an ally's space, that would be its first time entering it, and your ally
Yeah.
would take damage, or yourself.
That's a good point. That's true. Okay, so I'm going to do a roundabout type of a movement.
Can you move it 60 feet?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60. Maybe?
Which way are you going?
Wait, we'll just do that ruler thing again.
So if we move it
20.
here, 15.
Wait, well, no, it was up
Oh,
here.
you're right. It was here. Thank you. So,
Oh, and I'm gonna move it right down the middle, actually.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Oh, how are you making it do that?
If you do a right click while you are holding the left click button,
Oh my
you can do
gosh.
this as much as you want. Isn't that fun?
Why am I DMing right now?
Yeah, we're gonna need you to write some things down on a piece of paper.
Seriously, this is amazing.
I don't know how to get rid of it though.
Oh.
that checks out, actually.
There it is.
Okay, nice. Yeah, you're easily able to do it. I forgot, right in the middle. That's perfect, Ben. Con save.
So, con save, yep.
That is a 13.
That fails.
Nice. 18. My goodness, such good rolls.
Wow.
Well done. Bonus action movement.
Bonus action. I'm gonna cast Healing Word. Key's got hit, right?
Yeah, Key's gotten hit.
Healing Word bonus action. Just I think I should really have these things done. Oh, 8 HP back for Key.
You rolled a 4. What the heck? You are rolling so well. Jeez. Jameson, you're the one that thinks that D&D Beyond rolls better, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're right. Except not for
Brandon
Not for
2.
me. Yeah.
I forgot what
Brandon too.
I forgot what we were calling main Brandon or classic Brandon.
That's a-
Brandon Prime.
Brandon Prime. Real Brandon.
Real Brandon and Elemental Plane Brandon.
Yeah.
Bird Brandon. So yeah, cool. Movement at all? Probably not, right?
Nah.
Okay. At the end of your turn, River, it's going to make a tentacle attack at you. That is a 16 to hit.
That
does hit. You take 4 points of poison damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. $18. Nice. You feel that poison enter your body. You're able to resist it away. Okay, Handsome Dave, you are up.
Let's do it. Where's the moonbeam? I want to attack him, but not be in the moonbeam.
You can do it. That's fine. It's
yeah,
a very
it's like
big creature. You can do it.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, so could I go here?
Yeah, that's fine.
I get the what's it called? Being on the other side.
Flanking.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Thinking. Sweet.
Yeah, get some.
Yeah. I will stick
will-
to the rapiers for my attacks.
Nice. That will hit. See if you can. Is it?
Touches.
Yeah.
19
Nice, you hit. 6. Okay.
Which means I rolled a 1.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you did.
Attack number 2. Let's try again. It's a good roll.
Nice. Very nice. 11 points of piercing. Well done.
Okay. In my frustration, it's still alive.
It is still
I
alive.
would like action surge,
Yeah, there we go.
gaining an additional action on my turn. Fear again.
Do it. Nice. That'll
7
hit.
damage.
7 damage. Do you get a second attack?
No, I don't think you get an additional turn. You just get an additional action.
But each action is 2 attacks.
I thought it was 2 attacks.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll attack again.
Yeah, action surge is great. It's awesome. Not a crit on 27?
No.
It's 19. Yeah, roll damage.
6.
Nice. Ah, man.
I will pump in my Fury of the Small.
Yeah.
So, and do 5 extra damage to a creature with a size larger than yours.
Very
Because I am pretty mad that my fighting style isn't working out to the fullest extent.
It's
I'm
not
just stabbing away with 1 rapier. And I'm just holding a long in their hand.
It's not saying a single size larger, it's saying any size larger, right?
Any size larger,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It's just anger from a small creature
Yeah.
to a large one.
And a cursed creature. A cursed angry creature at that.
Yep.
Okay, very nice. Okay, it is going to... it looks around and it dives straight down and burrows down underneath the ground and disappears from view. And the sand you see like fills in behind it. Doesn't leave like a hole, it just fills in the sand right behind it. And then it pops up over here. And I don't know. I think Handsome Dave, you could probably take an opportunity attack if you wanted.
Just me?
Yeah, because technically it stayed in range. It went underneath River and Sigmund. So it didn't leave, like it was like 5 feet below him. It didn't leave their area to...
Definitely. Yeah, I'm in a stabby mood.
Yes, stab away.
Did I get advantage on that one too?
I don't know. I actually don't know how flanking works, and
You can make it up.
I gotta...
15 if I don't have advantage.
That'll hit anyway. Go ahead and roll that.
Yeah.
There we
Damage.
go. That's looking
Nice.
better. It is looking hurt. That one. Okay, it is going to even River, odd Sigmund. 19, Sigmund. Okay, it's gonna go for Sigmund with its 2 attacks. That is a 17 to hit.
Stupid worm, that's what I want you to do. That hits.
Okay. You take 4 points of poison damage. You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
11.
11 is not enough.
Oh no.
You feel as the poison seeps into your veins. Your vision goes blurry. You begin seeing double a bit. You have the poisoned condition, and then the vision stays blurry, but you feel your muscles begin to tighten and seize up. And do you hear my dog barking?
Yes.
Okay. So
Is that
hold on.
part of the
Hold on one
is
second.
that part of the condition?
You're gonna be paralyzed. I'll be back.
That's it.
No.
You're gonna be paralyzed. Goodbye.
End of session.
What a cliffhanger.
Okay, you're poisoned and paralyzed.
Dang.
The moral of the story. Was there anything that happened when it hit you also?
I don't think so.
can't- Okay. And also, its next attack hits as well. It gets a 23. And you take 7
Do I
points
take
of
any damage from the poison?
4 points of poison damage.
Okay, so
And
it was
then-
just the 4 plus 7.
Yes. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
And that will be it for its turn. Sigmund, you are up. You are paralyzed and you are poisoned.
Incapacitated, can't move or speak automatically. Can I take actions when I'm paralyzed, or am I just paralyzed?
Oh man.
Incapacitated.
He can't do anything.
Yeah, I don't think.
Okay.
You can do
Pretty
anything.
sure.
Okay, so I stand there.
Man, it's. Man, combat has been so unfortunate for Sigmund. Like, you have these great
Yeah.
moments, and then just.
Highs and lows.
Yeah, that was just dice. I mean, odd got you. Okay. End of Sigmund's turn. It's going to make a tentacle attack at River. It's going to miss on that. Key, it is your turn.
Right. Well, Key is going to swoop in over here, draw another dagger, and throw that.
Nice.
Been working okay. Also, rules update. Throwing 2 weapons is fine
Okay.
with 2-weapon fighting, but also I've been cheating, and I should not have been adding my strength to my dagger damage,
Dex on that.
because that is my left hand, or dex, because I'm not a 2-weapon fighting kind of.
Oh, interesting.
So you don't add your dex to the second one. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine. We'll do that
So
in the future.
a little bit. Okay, so that's 20 to hit on
That
the
hits.
dagger, and then it will be. So that will be 4. No, wait, that's my only attack. So 6 damage.
6 points of damage. It is looking incredibly injured at this point. It looks very, very hurt. Excellent. River, you are up. You've just seen Sigmund go rigid and paralyzed. You got this big worm in front of you. It is looking very injured. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna say, don't hurt my friends, and I'm gonna whack it with my shillelagh.
Shally Lila.
Shillelagh. Here's the hit. 16.
16. That does it. Roll your damage.
11.
11. Tell me, how do you kill this giant worm with your shillelagh?
All right, so I got this quarterstaff, and it's, I'm gonna do one of those twirl things, and then
Baton it?
on it, and then just ram it through its spinal cord.
Nah.
It has.
So it turns and looks at you as you and boom, plunge it into the spinal cord. You see as like a fountain of poison erupts out of it, and it lets out and then it just falls limp on the ground as it slowly bleeds out and dies. And that'll be it for initiative.
Wow, that was pretty fun. Right, Sigmund?
Yes, it was pretty fun.
You can't talk, by the way.
You can't speak. I don't think.
That's what
No,
Sigmund would have said if he could have spoken.
I'll tell you what you hear. You hear the sound of a tea kettle starting to boil.
Sigmund does look like a tea kettle. That's true.
It does.
Sigmund, go up and knock on his arm. You in there?
Knock on his armor.
He falls over probably at that point.
Yeah.
Probably.
Just flat.
Boom, and you just land and it's like a soft landing because it's sand, but you just fall backwards and hit the sand.
Take a critical
Here.
damage.
Got saving throw. Okay.
Death saving throw.
I will. I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration to remove your paralysis.
Ooh.
Can I get something in the meantime?
Oh,
Well,
sure.
Because first of all, I don't know. Do you know he's paralyzed? It's Handsome Dave wants to come check out what's going on.
Oh
I
no.
You guessed it, probably. I would like to remove the helmet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I did not guess it.
Okay.
Wow.
River I'll say this as well. River, you see Hans Dave approaching and looking to remove the helmet. Are you going to do anything?
I'll just keep a hard eye on him.
Yeah, awesome.
Is he okay? What's going on?
Well, it looks like maybe he got a little paralyzed by that poison.
You know, he's not dead.
I heard him like whistling or something. I think he's okay.
Okay, then I go to try to remove it.
Yeah, you go and you approach and you go to remove the helmet. What happens?
Is there like
Jameson?
a key, like a lock? Is there
Yeah.
like a chastity
No,
lock on your
Necklace.
helmet?
no,
Yeah.
nothing fancy.
Yeah, so you're able to remove it. What do they see?
It's just a guy. Just a guy under there. He's got like a mustache. Looks like he's kind of in his. I can't remember how old Sigmund is. How old is Sigmund?
Well, he hasn't
Yeah.
shaved since he was 12, right?
That's a good point. He probably looks pretty gnarly under there. Like there's like permanent indents in the scalp where the helmet like touches his head.
Man in the Iron Mask or whatever.
Yeah.
In fact, there's like a bald spot on the top of his head where the helmet has like rubbed the hair away.
That's perfect.
And right as you remove it, you see River casts Lesser Restoration, and Sigmund gets full control again.
I'm back.
Yep.
I will desperately try to grab the helmet back from Handsome Dave,
I'll give it freely.
Okay.
and I'm gonna slam it on my head with an audible thunk, a shoop noise. And I'm gonna stick my finger right in Handsome Dave's face. I'm gonna say, if you ever do that again, I'll do to you what I did to Harold.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. What did I do? Is it removing any piece of your armor?
The helmet stays on.
Helmet. Okay. It's good for me to know.
I'll rush up and I'll help Sigmund up and say, oh, well, I mean, we were just making sure he was just making sure you're all right, sir.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
mean anything harsh on you.
I'd say that I believe him about as far as I could throw him, but I feel like I could throw him pretty far.
Oh, I was gonna say you seem like a handsome fella, and I'm glad that I don't know our eyes have locked together. So, but if that was bad, I apologize. I don't need to do it again. So, if I'm gonna give mouth to mouth resuscitation on you, that's gonna happen the second time.
Sigmund,
I tried it through his helmet once. It wasn't so bad.
I don't want to be here anymore.
You're right. Let's go deeper.
Let's go do
Short rest, of course.
I just got it. You see, as you say that, you go and you look. You see, standing in the hallway. You hear a voice come from there, and you hear somebody say, "Oh, I don't think that you're going to be going any deeper anytime soon." And as you turn to look, Handsome Dave, you recognize this as the cloaked person that was in the tavern. Sigmund and River, you recognize this person as the assassin who came for Sigmund. And
oh shoot!
you see as it raises its hands and it removes its cloak, and you see where its face should be is a head of a spider with 8 eyes and like a human mouth, but its teeth are like pointed and jagged. And it says, I think it's safest for everyone if you don't go any deeper. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh no, I want to kill it.
Oh no, I want to kill it.
No, you don't.
That was fun.
Well done, everybody. New Brandon, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Had a blast.
That was very fun to have you here. Old Brandon, thanks for joining us.
Yep. I might not ever again because I am outclassed by another Brandon.
We're all outclassed by new Brandon.
Not in any way.
We can't compete.
We could never compete.
I want to say thanks to everybody for going through all that work to get my character back in there.
Yeah.
At the end of last week, like genuinely, I was like, I think I kind of just like that's the end of him. Like he just goes off and makes a new life or whatever. And
Yeah.
you guys put a lot of work in to get him back there. So I know that's not exactly ideal D&D formula, but that was very nice of everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's a great character, so I'd be ashamed
I like
to lose
Sigmund.
him to it.
Yeah, I mean, and also like if that if that happened, you would just have a new character, right? Like that's what happens. I love the question. Like I think adventurers should like face the existential dilemma of like, why am I doing this? I love that question. But you're right, it doesn't always make good D&D, so it's
I like it. I do love Sigmund's hate for my character in a weird way, where I'm just like, I just love that I can use that.
Oh, you were pushing your luck taking that helmet off. I was like,
Yeah.
do I need to like kill this dude right now?
Sigmund has never said anything to Handsome Dave about it. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I've said anything to anybody. Have I? I don't know.
So
In
how would
character.
anyone?
I'd
Yeah,
ask you if
exactly.
you've ever taken it off.
Okay.
Like I'm just a random person that's like, you just fell down. What's going on with your face? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it would be a normal, common thing to happen.
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to start that conversation with you at least.
Mostly the helmet thing is just I didn't want to have to come up with what he looks like, so there's not really any kind of hidden plot there or anything.
There
Just
is.
I didn't
Yeah, but
want to take the helmet off.
now there is. That's like the beautiful thing, right? Like
Yeah.
you can come up with a reason for it, even though it stems from something else. I love that.
Handsome Dave's going to be asking the question eventually.
Yeah, probably. He could be anybody.
There's a different segment every single session. It brings in a new guy.
It's just three kids in a suit of armor.
3 goblins in a suit of
Oh
armor.
my gosh.
I see like my own face staring back at me.
Brother.
Luke Skywalker as he slays the cave Darth Vader.
That's not true. That's impossible.
Let's do some quick XP stuff. Yeah, I'm really impressed with everybody's ability to kind of maneuver all that. I think everybody can take let's do 1500 XP for that. I thought that was very, very impressive and very well done. That was hard to do, and I think I'm grateful all of you went along with it. That was very nice.
That was fun.
Combat encounter. It is, let's see, 250 plus 4 is 1,000. 2,000 divided by 4 is 500.
500.
Okay, 500 XP for combat for everybody. Some individual accolades I liked. Handsome Dave's interaction with the two goblins was very funny. So
Okay.
you could take 500 XP for that too. Sigmund, really good moments. Like just very, yeah, like finding a church that pretending to be an old woman.
That was very
I
good.
never pretended to be an old woman. You decided I was an old woman.
Yeah, but you went along with it though.
I rolled very well.
Yeah, you got that nat 20, right?
God,
Like,
got a nat 20 on being an old lady.
jeez, plus 0 to the modifier too. Yeah, you could take 500 XP for that too. Key as an introduction and welcome to the thing. You could take 500 for that.
All right, thanks.
And River, I really enjoyed River's turning into a dog, casting light or whatever it was on the stained glass. Just beautiful. You could take 750 for that. I loved it. I thought that was so good.
Thank you.
I think that's it. Was there any? Do you guys have any XP you want to give out? Anything you thought that was cool or anything you liked?
I liked a lot of stuff.
Yeah. If there's anything ever specific, just let me know and we can assign. Maybe what we'll do, maybe what would be fun is like we have a pool of like, I don't know, some amount of XP that players can give out. So at the end of each session or at any point in time during the campaign, you can have like 2,000 XP that you can award to people if you like something. So we'll do that. We'll do that next time if
That's a
there's
cool
any
idea.
yeah, if there's any special moments you can have player awarded XP, we'll do that. I'll text the amount in the group chat.
Awesome.
Cool.
Love it.
Well, thanks for playing, everybody. I had a ton of fun.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you did a good job. I
Nobody's
liked your
wrong.
description. I want to give you XP for your description of the church. That was a good church description.
Thank you. That was an improv moment. So
The priest.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty good.
I don't know. I don't know why that happened. Okay, so I'll let you peer behind the screen a little bit. What went in my brain in that moment? It was when I think of Lathander, I think of like the sun. The sun is Lathander, right? And the sun is very bright. It's very. There's a way you could take that would be very like focused on like the brightness of it and just the overwhelming presence it has in the sky. You know, it blots out everything else. And thinking of this church then being like gold and extravagant, I started thinking like evangelical like preacher with like mega church. And so I said a word and it kind of like came out that way. And I was like, oh yeah, I got to lean into this. Like, this is perfect. This is what I want to do. And I just really like leaned into it. And it was a bit much for me to do, but it was fun. It was fun.
Oh, that was perfect.
It was good. Yeah.
Very
good.
inspiring.
Just wait till he casts Greater Restoration on one of you. That's going to be...
Yeah, that was just some light coming in through the windows. Wait till he does a full-fledged healing.
I say unto you, be healed! Be healed! Slaps you on the face. No, that
like
NPC, we'll never see that NPC again. He's forever dead. He'll never go back to the church.
I like this preacher character.
Yeah. It's funny because you never know which NPCs your players are gonna like, you know? Like you can put so much time and effort into an NPC and your players are like, let's kill him. Well, thanks for playing, everybody.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah,
for running it,
thanks.
Parker.
Absolutely. I'll talk to y'all later.
See ya.
Bye.